mercy. Certainly this one doesn't have it. That's tags. Nope. Okay. That is everything. I'm silly. I didn't even download it before I left. I'm a retard. Okay. I need to make thing. Hello, New Day. Alright, boys. This is gonna get painful very quickly, very fast. Let's go here, 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 here. And we're downloaded. Let's open it. Yes, Neo J, this was the game I was talking about. Well, at least it's not raping my ears, but it kinda is. Ooh, it has voice acting. Oh, he's running. Alright, children. Unfortunately, this is an alcohol, so I'm going to suffer regardless. Originally, Jay was supposed to come with this, but I don't think she's going to be able to make it, guys. Sorry. Microphone being bugged. That was the microphone being bugged. I'm out. We have lived together for a long time now, have we not? I guess it would be a few hundred years, every day more exciting than before. Most cats don't live longer than 20 years. What is your secret? I'm not a cat, remember? I'm an elf your lovely wife shifted in the shape of. Very nice of her to change me back before she died. Do not talk about my wife like that. What are you going to do? Forget to feed me again? How do you like being a cat? Except for the hairballs and not having thumbs, not so different than what I've had before. I cannot recall was your name always Katya. No, giving me a nickname based on a pun was a real nice way of saying sorry for the whole shape-shifting thing. What was your previous name? Oa Renegale Silverin. I remembered you'd like to call me Silverin Donu Renegald, as if I was a dwarf like you. What did you do before becoming a cat? I was a shopkeeper, remember? Your wife tried a new spell in my little store and it backfired. I believed her, promised she'd fix me, so I left everything behind, and here we are. May I pet you? A Mao. Look, guys, we can pet the cat. Isn't it heckin' based? I want you to come with me. Well, I don't really have anything better to do. The cat is in the party. Chicken feed. Kegs. How the fuck are you carrying a keg on you like that? I couldn't tell you. Eggs. Why do I have bread all the way up there? Those pans went flying into black space. A Mao. Have breakfast. Pick up empty bottles, I guess. Cat food. Light. Sacks of feed. General store. The door. And that's it. Fan mail. Ever since my neighbors had me install a litter box to get mail from people who say they are fans of me. 3 dishes. Certainly I touched everything in the bedroom now. Maybe not. I can't reach that bottle. Never mind. I couldn't read that one either, but apparently that one, I think, said whenever the Pendula Sling logo appears, the game saves. Yep. Trophies. Order Katana, a couple of teams, match tomes, and a cup for winning a drinking contest. For the people who are saying thank you for killing the last Nymed. Painting of Leorin. Best sharpshooter the world's ever seen. Wonder what Warren's doing now. Suppose old Regis must have been long dead. I need some cheering up. Can you help? Fine. I know an elf who succeeded despite his humble origins. He's an elf-made man. A Mao. Fan sent me that. It's supposed to play music, but it appears to be broken. You would live a lot longer if you had not attacked me. Time began when a vast stone was cast from the heavens. On it were Tua and Danan, the twin daughters of the sun and the moon, and they are fighting for the right to be ruler of the world. The stone landed in the endless seas and became the continent which we all live. Nan was the smaller of the two with dark hair and smooth skin and quick feet. She was the favorite of the fog and the moon. Tawa was stronger, taller and stronger, fair hair covering most of her body. Their mother, the sun, considered the apple of her eye. What is in the pouch? It fits money. And then feed chickens. Magic robe, dwarven armor. Best robe Tina ever owned, said to help her cast her magic. Where's my axe? Someone's stolen my axe. Of course. They steal the axe, but they don't take your money. Goblin tracks without shoes, I'm sure. The burglar walked around until they found what they were looking for. Soft scratches when we saw the lesions of lack of talk. Personal identification papers. These trace my lineages back 18 generations. Can't forget to leave it out your month. Leave it out your papers. Oh, my oldest was here. The thief did not touch it. Exactly. Missing necks. Anything else I forgot to click on? The wall clock? Dion got that for my 300th year day. It's supposed to tell the time, but has not done so for many years. Goblin tracks. Goblin tracks. Goblin tracks. Sit down. Warm armchair. Laying the lesson QBCs and written accounts of the catacombs of the undead. That's the history book. Her leather armchair, her eyes were so beautiful when she sat here and gazed into the fire. Because that's what lesbians do. They just sit and they gaze into the fire. And nothing else. And nothing else, chat. Good morning, neighbor. How are you this morning? Lien Dom Yu Voyon. That woman has fucking mutton chops. Because, you know, all dwarves have beards, even the women. Except this one. For some reason. Good morning, Bryleen. Is that the dress I gave you? It looks great on you. Anyways, I just came over to borrow some ale. But by Tala, you're pale as an elf. Anything matter? Someone broke into my home last night. Oh, that's horrible. That'll explain the ship I saw. Are you okay? Anything I can do? You saw a ship last night? Yes, I heard a strange noise, like an engine. When I looked out the window, I saw a small ship close to our pier. What did the ship look like? It was a modern type, the kind humans and orcs like. Hard to see in the dark, but it did not look fancy. More like a fishing ship. Did you see anyone get in or off the ship? It was so dark, but it looked like it left in the direction of Duberon. You said you want some ale? It's not too much of a bother. Our last batch just didn't taste right, so I'm wondering if you had a cake to spare. Sure, you can have this cake. Oh, Tawa bless you. Here, have a snapperel. Just caught it this morning. How's the fishing luck? I got a feeling there are fewer fishes in the sea now after the large ships with engines that are passing here. Just might be in my imagination, though. I should go. You take care now, alright? Plenty of fresh water in the well. The salt of the sea does not reach. Cabbages. 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 Carrots. 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 Potatoes. Strawberries. An apple tree. Never mind. The flowers in an apple tree. They smell very nice. More flowers. More flowers. More flowers. More flowers. More flowers. A hedgehog. Hello, little there, friend. May I pet you? So fucking soy. Would you like to come with me? And now I have a hedgehog. Why do I have a hedgehog? Why are you allowing me to bring them? That hen explores water on her in very delicate ways. Anything wrong with the food of chickens, for example, she will let me know. So lovely. My dear hens produce more eggs for me than I can eat. We've got Kiwi, Neely, and Matsy, and Eerie, and Annie, or excuse me, Anai, and Casey, and Evie. How adorable. Now we have tracks leading away. The Foots track over themselves. Zahina's grave. Can't believe it's been more than 300 years since she's died. Place bouquet. Gone but not forgotten. No need to use the outhouse for this moment. But what if I need to poop? Are you telling me elven women don't poop? The game told me there would be voice acting and it lied. Cringe. I'll be stealing the flowers instead. Gather clues about the burglary. The burglar was an orc, and goblin, a human, an elf. These do not look like orc prints. There's water. Another tree. Another bench. What are you writing there? My memoirs, chronicle of my adventures and misfortunes. Will you share one of your stories with me? Very well. Let me tell you a short one so I can get back to my work. This happened when I was a young lad on my first journey out to sea. The ship's captain was a burly old orc who was uncommon for the day, but I didn't mind. He was dead set on catching the black whale he spotted one night. A black whale! Indeed. The first mate, however, did not believe him, said she'd never seen such a creature in her entire life, and yet the whale kept appearing. Then what happened? One night we were closing in on the beast. I remember it clearly. Its enormous dark back arcing through the cold waves. We managed to trap the whale, hauling it aboard the ship, and we examined the beast in the pale moon. Lighted moon, it slowly started transforming before our eyes. Truly? Indeed. Soon we were staring at the first mate. Turns out she was a shapeshifter without even knowing it herself. Every night she slid over the railing and became a black whale. Then what happened? When the first mate found out, she was so horrified she jumped ship and disappeared into the depths of the sea. Thank you, I'm happy you enjoyed it. Now where was I? Why are you coming? You're not adventuring anymore. There comes a time in one's life when you start valuing other things besides the feeling of wind in your hair. Surely you of all people know what I mean. Remind me, how long have you lived here? Let me check my notes. So it's just under a century now. Time does indeed have wings. But why can't I rob your house? You Good to see you again, Brylan. Feeling any better now? Yes, thank you, Leanna. You can be worried for a little while. Are you sure you had nothing to do with this? As waves of the shore, neighbor, we can never make sure what I sent you. Why would I steal something from you now? I should go. It's good talking to you again. By the shape of the footprint, and assuming that elves have similar footprints, it must have been somebody who was from the mainland, I guess. Probably belongs to the strangers. Don't know what it has been, but it looks hideous. Fishing hut. Leanna keeps her fishing gear in here. Traveling salesman. Good morning, ma'am. I'm here to give you this complimentary box of candy and ask if you need any fine wares to stay. Who are you? Oh, you may not remember. It's been a while since I was here last. My name is Douglas Dale. I'm a traveling salesman. I must say, these items are quite a paradise. You must be a real egg. A traveling salesman? Indeed, I am, ma'am. If I meet my quota, I get a bonus, which would really help with the college fund. What do you mean by college fund? My wife is a goblin, and we have 7 little ones. You want to make sure they get the best education we can give them. I did not think that humans and goblins could breed. You can't. The kids, all my wife's from before we met. I love them if they're my own flesh and blood, though. Cook! 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 Goblin cook! My goblin is inside my home. Anything like that? Wish to change the subject. Show me what you are selling. Medicine bottle, pearl necklace, a powder box, a pack of cigarettes, a fancy white dress, candy, a fishing rod, and a handbag. Certainly, take some candy, or excuse me, some cigarettes. And then make some candy. I can also sell the flowers. Then buy alcohol, powder box, then the dirty dishes, then the pearl necklace, and I guess the fancy white dress. Sell the empty bottles, and buy a fishing rod. Seems logical. Save the flowers. A little bit too much to have the handbag. It doesn't even show her wearing the pearls. And this is the same color. A bow. More flowers. Come on, stop covering the flower. Thank you. A well. Arrows of water. And their own crop. And another bench. Lord knows if any of the things I just purchased are going to be important, or any of the things that I had there were important, but I have no idea what kind of game this is going to be, and it seems like it's going to be a point-and-click adventure. So, that is that. Analysis. Let's say it was a goblin. Stole my axe. Left everything else. Which means that Any with the steel. Maybe there's someone in Duberon I can ask for help. Find someone to help me and find my axe and tell me who can. Elfin stranger. Greetings to you. How can I help you this beautiful morning? Interesting, I have different typefaces. It looks like a thief stole my axe and left by Vogue. I see. If I was you, I'd find someone in Duberon to help you. Could you help me get to Duberon? Not likely. Any more hours to go before you head back. The traveling salesman is saying something about taking his boat back, though. What's going on here? I have reason to believe there may be a mithril vein here. If that's the case, we'd like to build a mine or refinery. I was not aware that elves are interested in mines. Oh, tell us, Grace. I would not be working in it myself. It's just plain building process. Are my neighbors starting with this? Well, not exactly. A bit of a problem. What kind of problem are you having? They cannot seem to make up their mind. They agreed to let us prospect, but have yet to sign a lease to let us build anything. Do you want me to talk to my neighbors? That would be helpful, or even if I with no, as long as you get an answer. If someone promises sites, you seem to find a place to get started. Who are you? Oa Nel Lil Linian. I am a prospector of sorts. And this human stranger. Okay. I hear you do not know how to proceed the building of the mind. Let's give you a headache about the mine. It has upsides and other downs. What are the upsides? You're ready to pay a fine amount if we find mithril here. You know what they say about dwarves and mines. What do you imagine you do with the money? Haven't thought of it yet. Just put it in a large pile like our ancestors. What do they say about dwarves and mines? You can take a dwarf out of the mine, but she will miss it forever. Do you miss your mine? I mean, I don't mind being on home to the sea, but something tells me that dwarves aren't meant for fishing. Tell me the downsides. The mine would be an eyesore for sure, not to mention the smoke and the sound. And what if my fish die off, O'Brien? I don't know what to do. You think this could affect your fish? I don't know, maybe. Tao alone knows what pollution most modern factories spell out. Do you think this would affect my island too? I imagine so. The smoke and sound would not stay on our island. Suppose to be a lot of strangers arriving? For sure, they'd probably build houses for them too. I imagine they'd want at least part of your island too. I think I have a suggestion for you. I think you should lease your land to them. And make sure, nice buffer, make us comfortable, before, of course, a lot of our lives. Thank you for wise advice. Could you help me get to Duberon? Wish I could, but real bother rowing that far, and we've been asked the salesman to arrive this morning. We. Talking our friends into capitalism! You can go ahead with the planning of the mine. Well, wonderful. So now, all that done. Log pages of words. Going all the way backwards from front to back. And then personal notes. Can't touch yours. I touched this? No. I could have foregone having touched it. I could have not bought one. Oh well. Okay, Douglas. What can you tell me about this bottle of medicine? That's Owen Sylvan's non-magical antibiotic pills. Today's unwild health potion spells are open, secure meals, high precision, almost none of the side effects. An axe has been stolen. Know anything about that? Stolen axe? Know nothing about it. Was it very valuable? It was the axe that killed Nakarik, the last Namid. I know this area. You're the hero of Braylon. Indeed, I am. I don't know what to say. Really hope to be service to you. Rope of stories of your feats. Perhaps you could see if anyone knew when to find the axe. Can you help me get to Duberon? I do want to take a note of the boat for a new spend, and my sister says gas trip was out forever. I'm trying to get someone to promise it to us, but what? The human lot of the mind, the people don't mind really. What do you mean by gas? Oh, gasoline for the engine. Sort of like magic, only based on science instead. You cannot make the journey back. Well, no, it requires a bit of really best new boat. First thing that happens is you get stranded. If you're interested in Gatsby, you can get me Dubron. That'd be my pleasure. What are you doing on my end? Specialize in remote insurance. Making sure you find folks never go hungry without the right insurance. Insurance. After half a year, applying home insurance package for more than 700 ruble a month. What is an insurance? Anything bad happens to you, property such as burglary, help cover the costs. You just pay a small fee each month, we take care of the rest. It did just break into my home. Can you help? If you don't have your insurance, there's nothing they can do. Isn't 700 ruble a lot of money? With good stability and fees meant to cover the payout in case something happens. Thanks, I'm gonna pass. Definitely sure that I am. I should go. So, can I just grab it? No. He needs gas for his boat. Yes, he told us. Since he helped us, I'm inclined to return the favor. Here's your gas, bastard. Can you help me get to Dubron now? Since fill the tank, take 2 minutes at the checkpoint. Sure, sounds good to me. And I have my papers, so I'm not illegal. It can be colleges back then. A graduation distribution knowledge is nice, or modern college where it's just a high school but for adults. At least in the more female author magical school book style of writing. True. Carl, of course she has mutton chops. Have you ever seen 2 carpets rubbed together? It creates static electricity. That's a horrible joke. Goblins here. Pile of belongings. Can I help you, stranger? You speak Pendula? Of course we do. We're not some savages. I heard you were saying that you were in some sort of trouble. Yes, me and my sister are unlaundered in Dubron, don't know what to do. Why were you denied entry? I have health condition and caution this, not indeed, just promised, but the clerk didn't want to let us through anyways. Why do you want to enter Dubron? Just our clan has already moved here, nothing but starvation left in the old alliances where dreams come true. Tell me about your clan. It's called Riv Nob Nok, which makes my name a Negtalk of Rivnanok. Once this land was ours, then this human queen realized she wanted to town here. When my ancestors complained they were attacked, not many of us left these days. What dreams do you hope will come true here? Want to survive? Let's start there, and I would really like to be an actor. I want to be an actor. I know it's silly, not many goblins on stage in the motion pictures, but it's a dream that keeps me going even when times are hard. Anything I can do to help you. Unless you are a healer that can help or a doctor can testify as a non-contagious, no, I don't think you can. I would fancy a bum, though. What do you mean, fancy a bum? I mean a cigarette. Are you sure the cigarettes are not causing your cough? Oh no, these cigarettes are good for you. Clear out the lungs, keep you healthy. I have a pack of cigarettes for you. Are all these bags yours? Oh no, that many people use things fine before getting stuck to carrying too much illegal items. Maybe this medicine will cure yours off? Oh, maybe. Worth a shot. Thank you. I need help finding a stolen item. Where should I go? Oh, sure. I've been run for it. Ask someone else. Where should I go? For a second there, I thought your sister was missing an arm. Is that an orc right here in town, and no one seems to mind? Jack the Flyboy, the fly from Pendula's north, and blah blah blah. Orcish go under investigation for violating curriculum regulations. Extra, read all about it. Speakeasy shut down in the Harbor District. Jack the Flyboy, the fly from Pendula's north and South Point alone. Female orc. Good day to you. Pardon me, but I'm surprised to see an orc here in Durbin. Yeah, well, you better get used to it. We're here to stay, or we would if you actually let us in. I would like to find Sword Norton. Where should I go? Not from around here, sorry. Why do you want to get to Duberden? Me and the husband plan to join the clan, and also hoping to become a teacher. Doesn't look like we'll be getting through this checkpoint, though. Go in peace. Some sort of booth. Not sure what this booth is used for. We had nothing like it in our day. bench. Fishing elf. I need help finding a stolen item. Where should I go? You shall find what you seek in the business area to Dubridin. The police chief is a person of great knowledge within the legal realm. Who might you be? O. Ronvleen Lonran. You may call me O. Ronvleen the Ronvran, ambassador of sorts. Whom I have the pleasure of talking to. I'm Bryaleen, the great adventurer. Ah, it's fairly name indeed. Pleased to make your acquaintance, Bryaleen. Are the fish biting? Every now and again, yes. This is the best fishing part in Dubridin. Worth the bother getting back and forth to the checkpoint for. Based. Take this cat as companion, the fishing elf. Modern human guard. Make sure to have your ID papers ready. Waiting human hunkster. Are you waiting to get into Dubridin? Yeah, me and Mom hope to get in the city. Where's your mother? She needed a break. Went to read the signs over to the left. Why are you hoping to enter the city? Mom's, well, she's my stepmom, that doesn't matter. Anyway, Mom's brother is ill. She wants to take care of him. What do you think yourself getting into here? I mean, I miss my friends in school. Mom says there's schools here, but I liked my old one. Reading human. What are you reading? Rules. What sorts of rules are there? So many. Valid ID, regulated items, have to be healthy, the music's too goddamn loud! Must be invited by someone, can't be suspicious, all sorts of things. Are you trying to enter Dubridin? My stepson's holding the spot in line, just needed a quick break. I heard that your brother is ill. Yes, he is. We're here to take care of him. What's your stepson think of moving here? Sure, he'll just settle in fine. He just needs to give it a try. It still seems too loud. Picture. Know thyself. Now playing at the Famore Sword Theater. Reading dwarf. What are you reading? It appear to be one of the rules must follow in Dubin. Very interesting indeed. What sort of rules are there? You need to have your papers in order, that's for sure. This will never be able to get in, huh? Why you will not be able to get in? I did not play this trick properly. No papers, no money. What is it that made you come here? To be completely honest, I got drunk, woke up on a boat taking me here. I will give you beer. Here, have a dwarven ale on me. I'll have to hide it. Thank you, friend. It'll make things feel a bit better. Cheers. Is there any way for you to get papers and money here? If I had money, I might be able to get papers, but I haven't either. Typical. Serious close to repulse from you. And some of it are regarded for things they got. Here, maybe be a small donation. I should go. Certainly, it's not going to make me go through an entire line waiting, so I guess I have to go up here. I want to get into Dubridin. This is a VP, please let me know everyone else. How come that elf got to pass? One individual who are welcome to the city. What has that elf done to be so remarkable? How does he mean from the performer, as far as you don't recognize him? Here are my papers proving my identity. I have this invitation to my cousin's wake. You just look in the papers. Yes, the name checks out. You're free to pass, and here's a map of Dubridin. Welcome. Do I get to talk to them now? Yes, if I go all the way up the line. What can you tell me about yourself? Not much to say. I come from a family of miners. Never been much of a gem hunter myself. I act like this guy. Sometimes I wish I was born back in the day when people just threw a backpack on and went out on inventions. What do you want to get into Dubinin? I want to see what the goddesses have in store for me. Not much work back in the old mountain, so I figured I'd see what happened here. Tell me about your old mountain. Why are there people who think this is fun? Where is the mountain located? On the south island near Wandeglik. How many people live in your mountain? 200 dwarves, even a couple of humans, believe it or not. They used to keep goblins as slaves back in the day, but we long stopped doing that. Has there always been a lack of work? There's work, just not the kind of work I want to do. Not a fan of mining, would you believe it? What's being mined in the mountain? Gems mostly and precious metals, all become much more simple now that we have electricity down there. Some say it's no sport anymore. Who rules your mountain? Dai Asha Donu Lanon, the queen under the mountain. Her beard is the most impressive in all of Pendula. Well, Brilene, seems like you're not a dwarf at all. Where's your ear, bitch? She's not sport a beard. No, just looks patchy and ragged. They may get older. And you? I prefer to conform to human beauty standards. I guess that's reasonable. I want to change the subject. If you don't me asking, who are you? Rylin, a former adventurer. No. No, really, you're not kidding? Not kidding. I swear, had my beard been longer, it would have all been a tangle. It was such an honor. I mean, I saw right away that you were something different, but I never would have guessed. I should go. It was an honor to talk to you, Brilin. And you too, random citizen. So, where are we? We are, what, here? Here. At the immigration checkpoint, the equivalent of what would be Ellis Island. Your place is here. And there's no way to move it around the quarters. So it's just a bunch of harbors and districts. Considering the people and how they designed this, I have no idea how deep into the trees it could possibly get. So far, I've given away 3 items plus money. So it seems like it could have nestled trees. Lord knows how deep and thick that's going to get. And yes, it's D&D 5e Tumblr Arcanum. What, you didn't know that when you bought it? Or rather, when you had me buy it? Did they try out this game? Apparently, this is the final edition of the game. In the full collection, including the theme track. Upset dwarf, radio, migration check clerk, checkpoint guard. Are you sure you want to go to the District District? Yes, I'm sure. That's why I clicked on it. Writing. Jack the Flyboy is a fraud. Hello, male black human. If you're looking for work, I have nothing to offer. What makes you think I'm looking for work? You're a dwarf, aren't you? Seems to me like you're always looking for a chance to lift something heavy. You seem to have preconceived ideas about us dwarves. Here we go. I've been enough to know a lot of you. How many dwarves are living here now? How should I know? I can't tell you apart even if Todd asked me. I'm an adventurer by profession, not a farmhand. Adventurer was coincidence. I'm the lost prince of fairyland. Really? Then I have to return you to your home. I was being sarcastic. Is there a lot of heavy work in town? Sure. Everyone's growing by the minute. There's plenty of jobs all around, with stores in the factory source. How come the crown has grown so much? Because the economy is booming, of course! Have you seen a suspicious-looking goblin around here? No, just a dwarf bothering your questions. Maybe I should just leave you alone. Good idea. You shut up, woman with a man's face. Smoking dwarf. Yeah? Why are you sitting out here? Honestly, nerves are all tangled. My sister Abby got abused by her employee earlier, giving a statement to the police right now. Tell me about what happened to your sister. She works in a factory and her boss is a proper golem. Her boss is a golem? Not literally. She's an orc, I believe, but she's got a temper out of Pendula from what I hear. Is there anything I can do to help? I suppose you could. Go talk to her straight, maybe? My sister's boss, I mean. Appreciate it. You can find her in the industrial area on the north side of Dubrin. Here she goes. Being a dwarf Karen, inserting herself in people's problems. My name is Amayan Donu Dalamond. I work here at City Hall. Tell me about City Hall. What do you want to know? What's the purpose of City Hall? It's the office of the mayor, among other things. Local seat of the government, you know. When was it built? It was built in 4482. Next summer it will be 100 years old. Can't go inside. Yeah. Currently doing visits with the civil population. What is your profession? Factotum, I guess, which means I do a little bit of everything. My sister Emily is a stenographer and she got me the job. Pictures of these two gays. So we've got an asshole and we got a man who we've inserted ourselves into the personal problems of. Human guard. Good day, citizen. Where can I find the police chief? Police station is located just up ahead. Turn around, go away from the water towards the city, and cross the bridge above the busy street. Talk to police chief Karen Weeks. What is it you're guarding here? This is City Hall. Office of the mayor, amongst other things. What are the mayor's responsibilities? Manage the city-based street, which is people, passes bills, handles budget, all help for staff, of course. Can you tell me about the mayor? Mary Gibbs. She's been in office for 7 years, and she has improved life for Dubrin considerably. Entertainment and business is booming thanks to her. Can I enter? I'm afraid this place is offering civilians at the moment. That's why I'm here. I wish to change the subject. Go in peace. Wanted poster. Wanted, Wendu Donu Hammond. For 1,500, whatever the currency is. Nothing in the trash can. Reading elf. What are you reading? The Dubrian Inquirer, today's issue. I enjoy reading about current events in the city. What's the news? Speakeasy has been discovered and shut down. That monster of a statue over here has been erected, and they are making a motion picture about a historic hero. Can you tell me about speakeasies? Dwarven ale has been forbidden in Dubrin due to a strong intoxicating effect. There are, however, illegal establishments where you can still have a pint, as well as engage in cheerful dancing. You don't like the statue? Not quite. There are those who like it even less. Ignoring goblins and orcs in a work like that is not to be tone deaf, in my humble opinion. Tell me more about what a motion picture is. You can compare it to a play only recorded and replayed before the audience. I am afraid inventions like that made possible electricity are making magic obsolete. Who are they making the motion picture about? Leorn the Sharpshooter, apparently. He can still be seen around town sometimes, somewhat fallen from grace, I'm afraid. You know Leorn? That's what I know of him. Often sits by the fountain here on the square, although once a lovely person got ragged and worn down. Such a shame. Do you know how Leorn fell on hard times? Rumor has it his ventures in his youth come back to haunt him. Bad conscience have left him scarred and unable to move forward. Then who might you be? Oh, Velrinin Loriana. Former healer, right now deciding what I should do next in life. Used to wield magic. I was a hero, yes, since antibiotics were discovered a few years ago. Not a single person has asked for my service. What do you think you'll do now? I do not know. Hard to leave a long life molded by a certain profession behind. Perhaps I should learn how to heal with modern inventions. I should go. Blessed be your steps. Base sandwiches and Duberdine has the offer sold right here. Open to the air with no coverage. Donut with Joe, look no further. Ice cream is not real food. Get a proper sandwich instead. You don't tell me how to live my life. Sorry, I have a short lunch break. No time to talk. Nothing in this trash can. A customer. Let me guess. Definitely strawberry. What makes you say that about strawberry? I have quite the ear for guessing what people like. Was I correct? No, you were wrong. Oh, brother, would you like one anyways? Indeed I would. This appears to be Grumbleberry. This appears to be Vanilla. This appears to be Lemon. Well, clearly none of these are black, because apparently this elf, or excuse me, dwarf, likes to be blacked. Where's chocolate? Sit down to fish. Go to another area. And then they're just talking about a party, I guess. I wonder if this makes me use my things. And do I have to fucking play a minigame or do I just pull it up? Nope, I have to do a minigame. Come on, stupid Bob. Come on, stupid Bob. I'm not clicking this button until it looks like you go under the water. Okay, whatever. I'll click the next time you bob. I caught something. And it did not use my thing. So if I click again... I caught something. First a fish, now a newspaper. Today's paper seems filled with gossip and opinions, but wait, that elf looks like my friend Lenorian. That's right, he is your friend, isn't he? So apparently, dwarven ale is illegal. So I might have it confiscated from me if I'm not careful. Painted ring. These things are in my way. Do you want a snapperel? Of course you do. Here, I want to give you a pretty flower. Talk to you later. What about you, hedgehog? Here, I want to give you a pretty flower. So, maybe I'm supposed to go get Lenorian or something? Stock market door. This is to click on something to go to another area, so is that. Writing. Jack the Flyboy is a fraud. Yes, got it the first time. Telephone booth. Sandwich court sign. Mailbox. Strangely familiar elf. Right, Lynn, is that you? Oh yes, good to see you, Lenorian. They've been up to? It's been ages, literally. I settled down with Tahina on an island. I suppose she's gone now? She got very sick. There was nothing she could do. So not even the world's greatest healer could cheat death. How have you been, Lenorian? Lately it's been tough, very tough. In what way has it been tough? Times are hard for people like me. I'm a hunter and a sharpshooter. There is no place for me in the city. Anything that I can do to help? You know, I'm just having to care according to you just so I can get something to eat. Of course. Here you go, old friend. Hey, friend. It's the first kindness I've seen in years. I've heard they're making a motion picture about you. Yes, I heard that too. No one has actually talked to me directly about it, though. Tell me about this motion picture. Not much to say. Human and young elves seem to love making pass into entertainment. I suppose they are starved for subjects at this point. They made a motion picture about you years ago. They made a motion picture about me? They did. I saw it. It was very flattering. Some people loved it, from what I gathered, but there are some who complained about historical accuracy, mostly orcs, I think. They are not entirely wrong. Here, I want to give you a pretty flower. Raylin, this is beautiful. Thank you. I should be on my way. See you some other time, Lenorian. Do not wait another 300 years to visit me again. He's a brokey sitting on the bench in front of the waves because they are bored. Back in my day, food cost a fraction of that. Guess we'll talk to the sandwich vendor. What is your name? You may. It's Mary Daniels, and yours? I'm called Brylin. Nice to meet you. Tell me about being a sandwich vendor. What do you want to know? Do you make these sandwiches and pastries yourself? No, I buy them from a bakery in the morning and sell them here just for a little more. Not a huge profit, but it keeps the business running. Are many people buying from you? They did. Before that goddess blessed me elf down there, interfered with the ice cream cart. The elf was getting in trouble. He's stealing customers from me. I've been in this shop for years. And this magical smooth skin young elf. Hey yo! Smooth skin is our word! This magical smooth skin young elf comes out of nowhere and robs me of my livelihood. What makes him magical? He already used some kind of frost magic to keep his ice cream cold. That's unprofessional, unethical, unfair. Have you tried talking to him? No, I wouldn't know what to say. How about asking him to place his cart further away? But I mean, I don't want to offend him. Are you sure there's not more to this story than your sales? More to this? Why would you know that? I mean, why would you think that? I mean, I don't even know him. Really? Fine, if you really must know, I happen to think he's very handsome, like painfully handsome. It makes everything unbearable. What do you mean? I mean, I kind of wish he moved his business, but I also like him. Not to. It's all very confusing. She's got that bark in love. She's got that bark. She's got that ooh. That bark in love. Well, actually, no. What would you call it when a human clearly wants to fuck an elf? Like, jungle fever isn't appropriate here. And I don't think sap and love sounds the same. Tree humper? We're in a new paradigm for slurs here, chat. We're in a new paradigm for slurs, okay? We're in a new paradigm for slurs. We gotta come up with something. Gotta be snappy. Come on. Let's go. Insult for human who wants to fuck an elf. And it can't be knife humper. It's too weak. I definitely think you should talk to him. I'll try. Do you want me to talk to him? I mean, yeah, I feel serious as a school kid, but it'd really be nice of you. Let me know what he says. I think I would like a sandwich. Delicious looking sandwich. Vegetables and cheese between 2 slices of bread. Donut. Some sort of round loaf of bread with sweet coating. Not a lot of money to start with. Okay, Mr. Vendor. The sandwich vendor up on the square wanted me to talk to you. She appears to fancy you. You mean the wonderful Mary Daniels? What did she send you to talk about? She appears to fancy you. Oh, I am flattered. Do you feel the same way? Honestly, I have not thought about her, nor any other human in that way. My mother was very traditional, you see. Did not approve of elves falling in love with anyone besides elves. I say your mother is racist. Have you considered to do racism things? And do exactly what racists do, which is the other racists. I suppose you're right, I must admit, for a human, she appears to be a charming, likable person. Perhaps I should talk to her. Yes, I believe you should. And then I shall. Oh, what excitement. That is all I wish to talk about. Very well, you can tell Mary I shall talk to her after my shift is over. And who might you be? Oa Rin Dolan Vendel. I need to go. Playing matchmaker for a very scary human. I have spoken to the vendor. What did he say? He will come and see you after your shift is over. Oh, really? Thank you, really. Thank you. Here, have a sandwich on me. I wish I had wore something prettier. A Mao. Oh, Lauren, want a sandwich, Nick? No? Okay, fine. More for me. All this to find an axe, bro. Can't see them behind there. Walking dwarf. Where are you going? Just stretching my legs, worked all night, speak to chef. What do you work with? I'm a clerk at the stock market. Tell me about this stock market. It's quite simple. Business is booming, and if you want in, you buy shares in the company at the stock market. Lots of people are getting really rich that way. You should try it. I should go. Alright. I don't need a newspaper. Nothing in this trash can. And I'm almost out of inventory space. He said go across the bridge. But the bridge is blocked, full of people. Where can I find the police station? Right up on the other side of this bridge here. You appear to be in my way. I suppose so. Having a little gathering, you see. Talk to Miss Orvalin, the elf in the salmon dress. What sort of gathering is this? You all work in finance in different ways. Nice to meet you, like-minded people, and discuss your business. Elf in the salmon dress. I don't recognize you. Are you in finance too? Who might you be? Oa Valana Lavina. I am named. I'm an investment banker and avid economics enthusiast. Have any personal concerns? Happy to help you. You appear to be blocking the way here. It would indeed look like we are. Please, I need to get to the police station. We need to discuss our future investments. Is there anything that I can do to convince you to move? I'm quite a connection character. Well, I can have you nagging me all day. I told him to move. Thank you. You're welcome. Come to think of it, I might have to work for someone like you. What sort of work do you have for me? There's one thing. I've been working so hard lately I haven't time to buy a birthday gift for my daughter. Do you think you could help? What do you think your daughter would like? She's been talking to a lot of flappers lately, the fashionable dancers you see everywhere these days. She's far too young to dress like them herself, maybe a doll with her clothes like they have? Very well, I shall find a birthday gift for your daughter. And she's giving me a loan of money. It'll not be in vain. Here's an advance payment. You'll get more when you come back. Okay. Let me know if you have any questions about economy that you might want to have answered. Female work. Yeah, can I help you? I have this sandwich. Would you like it? Are you standing out here? May I know your name? No, I don't feel comfortable telling you that. Why are you standing around here? My friend is in there talking to the bulls. I mean the police. I prefer to wait out here. Why do you not wish to enter the station? It's the way they look at people like me, like I've done something wrong. It gets worse when I'm in the company of a human like my friend. What is it your friend is there to talk about? That's his business. I shouldn't yap about it. I wish to change the subject. I have this sandwich. Would you like it? Yeah, that'd be great, actually. Thank you. You're welcome. Now will you talk? No? Okay. Funk you then. Wanted poster? Garusha. Another wanted poster. Wayne Don Hamon. Wanted Nekton Wagnat, who is already in custody. Wanted Olirain Seren. I doubt if I was to come across these characters, I would even recognize them. I doubt it'll let me come across them. Into the police station. Honestly, giving the game its chance to breathe, the soundtrack is actually tolerable. And it's probably even usable. Everything else, though, like, Take the original CRPGs. Like Baldur's Gate, the original first Baldur's Gate, or Neverwinter Nights, or Icewind Dale, or even Planetscape Torment. And then take away the fighting and the killing and the gameplay, and replace it with, again, 5e party cinematic theatrics. It is hard, I'm gonna tell you that much. Not allowing myself to think about it, because I hope there was gonna be voice acting, and there's not. It's hard to give a shit. Very hard. Very, very hard. Very hard. Very, very hard. Very hard. Gold Digger is a classic that can work on high elves. It depends on the type of elf. Gold Digger, Shadow Slinger, Bark Banger! Oh my. Oh my. I think we might have to make some of these slurs community standard, because that's pretty decent. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck me. Anyways, as I was saying, it's like taking a CRPG and adding a lot of point-and-click adventure, but with not a lot of interest. Mysterious looking dwarf. Greetings, Ryland. I want to say a few words to you, though I know start what you're doing. Please continue to finish your business. How do you know who I am? I know many things. Please come back when your business is finished. Who are you? I'm Aiden Barnes. That's all I wish to share right now. I shall see you later then. Looking forward to our conversation. Wait, name female? Yes, can I help you? Do you know a way to help around here? Unless you're a VIP with you probably just have to wait for it to leave to us. Why are you here? My husband was mugged by a goblin. He was mugged by a goblin? Yes, well, he didn't could you, but he must have been a goblin. What makes you think he was a goblin? Thieves and beggars, a lot of them, has to be. Do you know about this goblin? Well, no, it happened in a rush. My poor Dan didn't see much. It's a very trying time. We need some time alone. Sorry, I know we should talk to anyone right now. Perhaps my wife can help you. And she's already shooing me away. Can I help you with anything? This your police officer. You don't look like one. No, you can't. Okay. Dwarven janitor. What is your role here? I'm a janitor. Find anything you need to all years. Okay. Police receptionist. Do I have an appointment? No, I do not have an appointment. I'm afraid I have to wait like everyone else. We're very busy with an important case. This is important. I've been robbed. Can I take a statement? You have to wait your turn to talk to an officer. Maybe I can help you out in some way. Well, I did forget to buy lunch today. If you could give me something to eat, I might reconsider. What did the sandwich do? Would you look at that? Very well. Renvelin, this person's allowed in the chief's office. There, you can go on in. Promptu. What are you doing in here? Can't you see I'm busy? The receptionist let me in. I was going to your service concerning a theft. Very well, it was stolen. An axe. Your axe. It was the great axe that slew Nacarit, the last Naimed. That's some real talk there. Rest assured, I'm taking note of all this. Thank you. It's my duty now having to support these claims. There were tracks left on the floor, left by a goblin without shoes. If I had a ruple every time I heard that. The thief knew beforehand what they were looking for. There's no more evidence I can really disclose. You're not writing anything. Mental notes. It'll do. I've heard enough. Please leave my office. So what happens now? There's nothing I can do for you. Can or want to. There's nothing more I can or indeed want to do for you. Good day. Radio. Trash can. Nothing in your trash can. File cabinet, file cabinet. Certainly you're not going to let me sneak in your file cabinet. No. New run, jury release run, first place, 4577, statue on the square. Looks like the chief has a portrait of herself on the wall. A huge portrait. And of course, she's Asian. You know what they say about the Asians, guys. Office guard. Can I go in the office? Yes, go in. Go in peace. Aiden Barnes. Have you talked to the police chief? Yes, I have. Excellent. Like I said, we can help you. How do you know what I need help with? Private investigator. Can't take on your case, but I'd love to give you guidance. Why can you not take on the case yourself? Not a full-time investigator, and with the mob gaining ground, I am swamped. Wish to know more about you. Well, what do you want to know? Your name is not traditionally Dwarven. It's not the name that was given to me at birth, but I find it easier to navigate the human world with a name that rolls more easily off the tongues. My choice fell on Aiden Barnes. Are you from around here? Not exactly. Me and my clan moved here from 100 years ago. Dubedan may be far from perfect, but it's been my home. Where did you live before you moved here? My clan used to be based in the fortress of Dal. It's a source of wealth as a gold mine, but when the veins were depleted, we were forced to move. There are very few of us left in our home of old. Tell me about your clan. I'm one of the clan Dahan, which traces its lineage back 74 generations, and probably part of being such a produced clan, which makes current state and treatment all the worse. What do you mean our current state and treatment? We have so little left, our traditions and values have been muddled with those of humans and elves of the city. Well, that's your problem. Should have been dipping the gold stick inside of the river, you know what I'm saying? Our riches are gone, and you have seen how they treat us. Descendants of great rulers are now treated little more than yesterday's goblet. Are you and your clan members close? My family and I are, I suppose. My brothers, my sister, and I. Neither of my parents are still with us, however. How about you? My wife was all the family I had, and she is gone now. My condolences. I know much about Tahina. She was a gentle soul, and her affinity to magic was impressive for a human. Tell me, Braylon, do you ever feel lonely? Yes, sometimes I do. Pains me to hear that, Braylon. Someone like you should never have to spend a minute alone against their will. What name were you given at birth, if you don't mind me asking? I don't mind, although many others may. Old names can be touchy subjects. Either way, it was Serdon Donu Dahain. I like that name better than your human-sounding one. You make an old worth brush, Braylon. Let's keep that name a bit of a secret between us, shall us? I get the feeling you knew who I was when I walked in here. Why is that? I'll be honest with you, Braylon. I know about your deeds since I was a kid. You're truly a national treasure and a hero to us dwarves, and we recognize you in a crowded room any day of the week. How did you know what I look like? There's a statue in Old Town. I've seen plenty of paintings over the years. My clan has many in their possession, and don't take this the wrong way, but you have this glow about you. You're something else, aren't you? You're trying to get in between my short, stubbly legs. That was you trying to do. You're trying to lick the rock candy. That's what you want. You want to lick my rock candy, just like every other dwarf. How dare you? Any of my deeds you particularly find heroic. Oh, where to begin? But honestly, I don't want to sound like I care only about what the history books say. I admire your strength, your acts of charity, your curiosity, and the way you stood up for what's right. Pendula would be a better place if there were more people like you. Why do you want to help me? The legal system in Duberan is not helpful to people like us, as you might have already noticed. It principally pays any sale fellow dwarf in need. Are you sure there's no other reason you want to help me? I am your humble servant, Braylon, and my goal is to see you back in business and with your legendary axe in hand. I wish I could be on your side on this quest, but whatever service I am able to provide is yours. Are you sure that you're not able to come with me? Oh, I wish that was a good solution. It would have been an honor. Either way, something tells me that we shall meet again before the end of your journey. What do you do except for being an investigator? I also work as security guard to make ends meet. That is all I wish to know. Very well. What sort of guidance can you offer me? Well, I know the city better than most, but can offer insight which is better to help you in your way. How will it work in practice? All you need to do is find a phone booth around town, the large wooden booths, can't miss them, and call this number. It'll give you any help as to where I can know where you should go next. Large wooden booth. Got it. I might not have been around the last time you were in town, but I am sure you can figure out how they work, but I happen to know a good place to start your investigation. Lay it on me. Here's a captain of a ship called the Karalesh. She ships all sorts of things and knows about most items that enter and leave Dubedan. You should talk to her. You mean that she's a smuggler? If that's the word you prefer to use, why would she want to talk to me? I'm sure you can persuade her to listen to you, especially if you give her something she wants. Where can I find her? I heard her ship is berthed in the harbor district just to the southeast of here. I still want to know more about who you are. Well, can't ask you anymore. Very well, I'll find this cure lush. Great, remember you can call me if you need directions. Phone booths can be all around town. Good luck. So, I can walk over here. Letters. 3 letters with carefully written addresses on the envelopes that I'm just gonna steal. I'm just gonna steal it! I'm just gonna steal it! Today's paper seemed to be filled with gossip and opinions, and that looks like my old elf friend Lenorian. Not like I can read the damn thing. File cabinet, file cabinet, file cabinet, trash can. Nothing in the trash can. Nothing in this trash can. Small portrait. I would assume this is the officer's significant other. Relaxed police officer. Warning. They want to romance me. What can you tell me about yourself? Haha, you're not shy, are you? No, not really. I am. Fortune favors the bored. What a poet. I'm impressed. My name is Marley, Officer Marley. Pleasure to meet you. I am Bryleen. Bryleen is in Brylene's Adventure? Indeed. Wow, my mom used to tell me stories about your adventures. She was here when they erected the statue of you in Old Town. A long time ago. Was your mother an elf? Sure is. Dad was human, though. Had a thing for 20 years. See? That's why we need to come up with these words, okay? If we didn't pre-game the insults, we wouldn't have names like Barkbanger. Clearly, her father was a Barkbanger, okay? Alright. See how that works, chat? Tell me about yourself. What do you want to know? How do you like being an officer of the law? It's alright, I suppose, though whatever. What is it? Well, I've been looking longer here than anyone else, but still, please go on. The chief is half my age. I know we don't look like it, but it's true, yet still I'm at the same desk I was 20 years ago. Is there anything that I can do to help you? I don't think so. Hard for you to change anything, is it? Perhaps you could. Just mess with the chief for me. Make me feel better. Of course I will. If the door is closed, you can tell the guard inside the main hall, Apples. He'll let you in. And thank you, Brylan. Are you the friend of the orc lady waiting outside? Yes, I am so. How would you describe your relationship? Seems to be into me, but I'm not the kind of man. Prefer elves myself. See? Another Barkbanger. I guess you could say we're just friends. Quick! We need to come up with a slur for people who want to bang orcs! Tusk Grinder? Tusk Grinder! Good enough! Also, denied! She gets no penis. More importantly, here, I want to give you a pretty flower. I beg your pardon. This is not appropriate. I can't accept it. Must be great to be the police chief. Why do you bring this up? It seems like humans in particular enjoy the position. No, you have one police chief, and that's me. I'm human. I don't see where this is going. Do you ever feel like others would do a better job than you? Perhaps they would if they put some back into it, but I'm chief and they are not. Are you insinuating something? Do you feel like your colleagues are competent? They are good at what they do, but also don't have the right attitude to climb, a lack of cultural fit maybe? Come on, why are you asking this? How did you become police chief? I worked hard. Suppose I knew the right people. Mostly I worked hard. Come on, why are you asking me this? I'm sure there are many who would like to sit in your chair. I'm sure they do. One just has to work hard to get what they want. Come on, why are you asking me this? We can change something now. Okay. I'm not sure I understand the goal behind this woman, but there better be something behind it. I messed with Cheek Weeks a little. Try to make her think about the position in relation to the rest of you. I wish I could have seen it. Say you're quite spectacular, aren't you? You seem quite spectacular, too. You've just been talking to them. Why are you going weak in the stubbly knees? You know, it would be nice to talk some more other time, not here in my workplace, I mean. I would like that, too. Oh, Ducky. What kind of expletive is that? I'll be waiting for you by the sandwich vendor in the cafe on the square later. Just have to fill out some paperwork first. Have a quota to meet. Uh-huh. How about this police officer? Leave police officer to work. Orc factory overseer. Came here, telling my side of the story. Hope you're happy. Police officer. Answering request citizen. Greetings, young one. I'm over 400 years old. That hardly makes me a young one. Everything is relative. Compared to mine, your age is negligible. How old are you then? I have planted oaks and lived long enough to see them die. How come you're here? Minor thing, there was a fight and I won. I'm here to take responsibility for my actions. What happened? My opponent passed away from his wounds. You call that minor? He was a human with a few decades to live. Who might you be? Oa Avenelli Ryborn. So you just casually beat a man's ass and let him bleed out in the stone floor and you're like, oh, time to go to jail. Alright. Hello, female orc. Not letting me talk to you, huh? So I need to find a place to buy a flapper doll, I guess. Muttering orc. Pardon, do you speak Pendulan? Of course I do. What are you doing in Duberden? Moved here to make a new life for me and my wife. Turns out different from what I've imagined. My name's Rylin. What's yours? Garu Cress. Pleased to meet you. How is life different than what you imagined? Well, I had this idea for my wife of Garumia and I to forever. Just her and I, us orcs, take that stuff seriously. I imagine this town itself would be the biggest difference. I come from a big clan, so I'm used to be surrounded by that people. Just switched Forest Monk for City Trash. Tell me about your plan. It's called Garu. Like I said, it makes me Garu Crest. There's at least 1,000 of us back at Garu Ganache. That's Garu's forest in common. Several hundred still scattered around the towns of Pendula. Two orcs always stay together for life. That's what human tradition dictates. None of that divorce rat crap humans are so fond of. Has it not just been you and her? Well, I can't believe I'm talking about this with a stranger, but fine. No, there are many distractions in this town. Tell me about these distractions. There's been one person for us each, I suppose. Who is your distraction? I met this person a couple of years ago, just couldn't shake the feeling. Was I with the wrong woman? We even kissed once. Are you still seeing this person of yours? No. In the end, what we shared made me realize I had been right from the beginning. Nothing she could give me, whatever match would I've been having with my wife. I still miss her, though. Your wife is seeing someone. Yes, that's why I'm here. She's right over there, waiting for him outside the police station. Are you spying on your wife? I think it's normal to have feelings in others in a relationship. Both have feelings for others, maybe you do not belong together. Are you spying on your wife? Well, yeah, I suppose you do, but I'm her husband. She should be with me, not some stick leg. Stick leg? Of all the slurs you can think of for human-orc relations, you think of stick leg. Yes, he's human. Disgusting. I think it's normal to have feelings for others in a relationship. You do? Well, maybe it's just so hard to not imagine it with somebody else. It hurts. We could change the subject. Do you think you could talk to Garmia? You know, ask her about this. Sure, I'll talk to her. Well, we already know that she wants to fuck him. So all we need to do is now break her heart so she can go back to her husband and be miserable in marriage. Like, I don't know, the equivalent of what AI in this universe intended. Since you're two-timing on your husband. You again, huh? I just spoke to your husband. Did you now? What did he say? He mentioned you'd been distracted by others lately. I see why you think that. There's a person I care about a lot. The man I'm waiting for right now, in fact. Have you done anything improper? Improper? I like my friend, but I don't love him. Something about the smell, I think. Who is this man that you're friends with? He's what some call a stick leg, a human. Bit blunt and funny. He's taught me a lot about life in this town. Doesn't shy away from the truth like some. What do you mean, the truth? That's where we're all different, and that's a good thing. Humans are industrious, orcs are strong, goblins are sly, all natural. We shouldn't hide our differences. We should celebrate them. I agree, we're all created differently. Right? These intellectuals trying to tell us otherwise make me sick. Unironically based! What do you want me to tell your husband? We are just friends, swear by Danon, you can assure my husband that. That's all I need to know. So, Lady Nosy, have you ever experienced love yourself? Yes, in fact, I am a widow. Oh, sorry, that must be Tust. Who did you love? Tahina. What we shared was so beautiful. Oh, so you do love him. Very well, that's how I feel about my husband. You can tell him that, too. Because that's how one feels. Also, that's definitely how orc women should dress. With a dress, and also with pants for the dress, with a skirt. I spoke to your wife. There's nothing going on between her and her friend. You know, you've better listen to my therapist, about to see her later, but I'm willing to give you these rubles instead. Well, if you insist. Hey, money! Now we have more cash. A human and an elf and a dwarf, they appear to be raising their arms to the sky. They have a place to buy something. Who knows? I certainly don't. I, for one, think we should go to you-know-where. Hello there. What can you tell me about yourself? My name is Carla Lowe's. Perhaps you heard of my client, Jack the Flyboy? Sure. Good. I've done my job right. I'm his agent, you see. It sounded like you and your friend were arguing about something. You heard that, did you? I just should be discreet? Of course. What you say stays between us. Well, you don't like a police officer, so Rena wants to go dancing with the dancels, but I want to go somewhere else, where they serve the stronger stuff. Where can I find such an establishment? Not easy to find, but there are a couple in the Harbor District, for example. The front might be something else, such as a warehouse or a regular bar. And we all know it's the alcohol. Can I help you? What can you tell me about yourself? Oh, Southern Rene Libya. Heirs to the woodland realm of Deverlyria. Sounds like you come from a prominent family. That's one way to put it. Where is Deverlyria located? Do you not know? Then perhaps you remain not knowing. They are the heirs to Deverlyria. Indeed, I'm currently traveling in Pendula to learn about its regions, people, and policies upon my return or my ascension towards the throne. Do you have any brothers and sisters? Elves prefer siblings, as we recognize tree genders, and yes, I have a brother. Tell me about your brother. We do not talk about him in the family. Why do you not talk about your brother? He took a job, can you believe it? Working as some kind of, well, not a proper elf. What do elves normally do? Our power traditionally comes from our land and from our magic. The labor of humans and dwarves have never been to our liking. What does your brother work with? He is a migration clerk, I believe he calls it. He sits at a desk all day, always of singular mouths. Elves recognize three genders. We do. Male, female, and omni. We also accept a wider array of expressions within those genders than you other races seem to. That is all I wish to know. Sounded like you and your friend were arguing. Okay. So you're angry about where to get drunk. And here you got a goblin beggar. Could you answer some questions? I won't answer no questions till my stomach all rumbling. Here's a few coins, buy yourself a meal. What can you tell me about yourself? I wasn't always what you see. My clan used to be one of the most powerful ones in all of Pendula. How did you end up on the street? A series of bad decisions, never should have come to do with for one. Don's power is weak here. Where do you come from? I was born to the south in Neckbend when I came of age of 12 and moved here to make something of myself. It's called Nick Lagnet. Nick Lagnet. And we once used 300 years hectare? Hectare? Not that we knew, we just owned it, but everyone was too stupid to know how to measure it. What happened to your plan? We always been fighters, not thinkers. After a few generations where our leaders were neither, we lost our lands. Many of us moved to human cities, trying to sort new lives. Well, there's the pawn shop. And that takes us to another area, so let's see what's in the pawn shop. Hedgehog, bags, more bags, writing machine, trunk, sign, cabinet, umbrella, mirror, bestiary, The Squawk Dragon was initially created when an overeager visiting student attempted advanced transmogrification in his dorm room to repair a particularly odd seagull's nest outside his window. While not directly dangerous to humans or elves, their lack of natural enemies have allowed them to breed and become quite a nuisance to the farmers of Pendula. Series of frames filled with faces of strangers, look like odd books and sorts, jamborees and shit, collection of shit, pots and pans, cups and bowls, plates and sauces, various decorations, various colors, rolls of fabric, trunk, large trunk with small bags on top, large bags used at the conversion checkpoint, sign, private, do not enter, miniatures, looks like machines in the street, only much smaller, toys perhaps. Okay. Hey, got some goods he sells. I'm looking for a magical axe. Know anything about that? Haven't got anything like traces of the sheep sword written on the wall? Who might you be? Name's on the door. Franu Donu Bombadane. What can you tell me about this place? It's my pawn shop. You give your droids, I got you. Where do all these items come from? All sorts of people come here to pawn things to help them out. Are all these items for sale? Sure, for the right price. What's the most interesting item you've received? So many. Malfunctioning magical items, always interesting. A broken one made me violent for a couple days. Banned all magical items after that. How long have you opened this store? Several 100 years now. Buildings have been rebuilt several times. I'm staying. Don't matter how much they try to chase me off. What did you do before? Sold supplies to adventure parties mostly. Weapons, potions, trinkets. Been around for a long time. Wish to change the subject. I'd like to buy something. Pearl necklace. We're not selling that. It'd be funny! You don't need the dress. Don't need this. Get rid of the newspaper. Get rid of the flyer. Leather armchair. Top hat. Earrings. Timepiece. Fancy ring. Doesn't look like he has anything else on sale. Trophies. Newspaper. Lockbox. Organize the inventory, if I can. Really eat this food? Yes. Why not? Really drink this beverage? Probably not. Aiden Barnes, private investigator, 445-002-558. Powder box, pack of cigarettes, donut, letters. Fancy gray dress, fancy white dress. Oh, we have money now. Unfortunately, we cannot find what we're looking for here, which is unfortunate. Hello, Alex. Still can't believe they call us stick legs. There are 100 better things to call us. Bush eater. Flower plower. Oh no, those ones aren't as strong, guys. In my opinion, at least. So, we have a do list. We have to talk sense into 80s boss, find the flapper doll, and ask about what happened to the axe. So I click on this, I can just go there. I'm in the business district. I want to go to Harbor District, Old Town, the Industrial District, department stores, and Dubin University. So, let's try the Entertainment District. But first, we're going to check in on that police officer. still there. Still calling me Dove and shit. Never went down to the holding cells. Goblin prisoner. Yeah, why are you locked up? They say I stole something, but I didn't. I'm an honest person, I swear, to whichever goddess you want. What are you doing in Duberton? I live here? Where's your home? In Old Town, only place I can afford. Come to laugh at the locked up dwarf, why don't you? I'm a dwarf too, you know. Race tweeted by the looks of you. A Mao. I have no intention to mock you. Yeah, sure. Why are you locked up here? Sold some of my own homebrew ale. Friendly recipe. No stick leg tells me I can't do that. Stick leg? Yeah, those bugger all humans. Maybe I should leave you alone. You're a genius, ain't ya? And nothing in the trash can. So now we ask ourselves, do we go find the doll, or do we go towards the district? More importantly, how long have I been live? 1 hour and 45 minutes. So if I just click the map, I can just go to another area. So let's try here. Just straight to the department store. Yeah, that's about what I expected. Welcome to Silvergate's department store. Welcome, what are you looking for today? Tell me about this place. This is Silvergate's department store, the finest store in all of Duberton. Here you can find all the luxury items you could dream of. Who owns this place? This department store is owned by Mr. Wilbur P. Silvergate. He's a self-made man who started out from nothing and built a proper empire for himself. What can I buy here? We have everything from cosmetics to fashionable garments to candy to jewelry. We even have a hairdresser upstairs. Why don't you have a look around? Why don't you turn your goddamn fucking music down? Why is it always gotta be so fucking loud, bro? Always so goddamn loud, I can't even hear myself think. Gestures Court Casino. Bag vendor. Advertisement. Friendly looking human. Why, good afternoon, Your Majesty. How can I help you? Your Majesty? Apologies for being too forward, but you radiate with regal glory. I hope I don't offend you. Not at all. I like it, to be honest. Well then, Your Majesty, it's hard to keep asking as clean and clear you are. Who might you be? You may call me Oana West, Your Majesty. Explorer extraordinaire. Now do me the honor of knowing your name. I'm Brylin, the adventurer. That explains your regal appearance. It's an honor to meet you, Your Majesty. So what is a royal highness like yourself doing in a place like this? My axe was stolen, and I'm looking for someone who can help me find it. That sounds like an adventure. Anything to do to help you? I'm looking for an orc captain named Kurlash. You know where to find her. A captain, if it's a captain of a ship, you look in the harbor district to the south. You're an explorer extraordinaire. Yes, indeed. My whole family is quite adventurous. With my brother Jack being an aviator, my parents are traveling all around Pendula. Myself, I like to dabble inside of all sorts of things. Like women. If it's dangerous, I want to try it. A Mao. Jack the Flyboy is your sibling? Indeed he is. Fame has gotten to his head bit, though, I must admit. That's why I prefer to stay more under the radar. Under the radar? Well, yes, the radar is quite a new invention. It makes it possible to locate things out of the air. Think of it like a psychic outfit with technology and sort of magic. What sort of dangerous things have you done? My brother may be Jack, but I'm the one who's a jack of all trades. Do everything from rock climbing, nature photography, of course, flying and adventuring. Archaeology is sliding too. You fly too? What is mean by nature photography? I have this camera, a box that takes pictures, and I go into nature with it. And a lot of the times, just spent waiting, and then an animal or creature shows up, and click, you have its photo. Tell me about rock climbing. Exactly what it sounds like. I find a large rock around a mountainside and then I climb it. These days, there's plenty of equipment to help you make sure you're safe up there. When I just started, I just climbed. You fly too? Yes, airplanes. I was actually way into it before my brother Jack was, but he fell completely in love with it. That's why I kept doing many things along it. It sure is something extraordinary about soaring above the clouds. What and how are you exploring? Oh, I found a place on the map where a few have ventured before, mountains, deep jungles, deserts, and I go there. The uncharted territories are vanishing quickly these days, so I'm trying to enjoy it while there's still some left. I want to know about your archaeology. As I'm sure you just know as I do, we have gone through several ages before this one. There's so many artifacts left in the ground from that time, some even magical. I just love digging them up. You do sound like an adventurous person. It's in my blood. You can't just still, there's so much to see and experience out there. I used to be an adventurer before I took a black woman in the cooch. Of course, I've heard all about you. Back in your day, you had real adventures. So much still to find, you could fight and wield magic however you liked. Yep, those were the good old days. I wish I could have been there. If I was, would you have allowed me to join your adventure party? Perhaps. What would you have brought to the party? Apart from the company and general positive energy, I think I would have made a pretty good fighter given some training. Probably not as good as you, but I'm sure we could have found a place for you. That's so encouraging to hear. Say, Your Majesty, would you like to join me on an adventure sometime? I would love to. I know just what to do, and it won't be strenuous. There's this little cute place in Old Town where they have genuine goblin food. Have you been there? I can probably find it. I'm sure you can. It's not too hard. It's right at the north corner of Old Town, next to the industrial district. What do you say, Your Highness? Shall we meet there later? It would be a pleasure. Great. See what it means patterns. Because, people just want to hit up any short stack they see and unironically attempt to pull them like it's normal. Like it's normal. And it's not normal. They trying to hump me. She's trying to hump me. She's unironically trying to hump me. Glittering golden dress, glittering blue dress, green red dress, fancy gray dress, running black dress, fancy white dress, fancy gray dress, fancy yellow dress. Alright, so that's clothes. This is sweets. Goblin sweets. I don't know if that's any different, but we're going to say yes. Some sticky, some glowing. Have a donut. I don't see how clothes would make much of a difference unless clothes are super, super important. There goes a bag vendor. Bag vendor. I'm trying to get the bag, Spender. Won't you let me look in your bag, Mander? Yes, ag, Mander. Bag vendor. Certainly I can find a bigger bag, maybe? Question mark. But I doubt it. There's the hat, Vander. Where did the hat even go? I don't know, so I don't care to find out. Unfortunately, none of those are a doll. So we go to the second floor. Where you talk to his lordship, who might you be? Just an assistant of the lordship, many things move around. I'm sure you're a person, not just an assistant. Fine, Kura Fen. Your sounds like a lot of hard work. That's why you hired me. The sound isn't built for characters like his. It takes muscle to get around. Yes, could you help me by answering a question, perhaps? By answering the question, I would be doing so already. That is indeed true. However, what I just asked is not the question on the most topic of my mind. Of course, what is your question? My name is Oa Abaladil Celebrion. The purpose of my excursion is to find a suitable gift for a dwarf. I was hoping you'd help me. Is there a particular occasion? Why, yes, my friend has passed on to the next life. The gift is a parting one. Could you tell me more about this friend of yours? His name was Briella Dunutinim. I have a cousin with that name. Former Smith of Magical Armor once crafted me a mithril halberd, and we say in such sense. Now I think of it, your preacher's son, in relation. I have a cousin with that name. That's most unfortunate. I have to be the bearer of bad news. Elves rarely deal with death, so please, tell me if there's anything I do for you. It would be nice to have someone to talk to. I'm willing to lend both my ears. I have not in contact with my family for such a long time. Why is that? There's a roach in my desk. And it got away. Suppose we just grew apart. There's always been something to do, places to be. I never quite approved of the life that I lived. We can go with the normal answer. We can go with another normal answer. We can go with a normal answer, or we can go with the clearly they didn't like that I was a raging, humping lesbian. The fact that the choice is here implies a lot. Because why would I think people would care in this universe upon which you grafted the rules of our universe onto it? Perhaps I should. Attend the funeral of my sibling. Lake for the cousin is in his home in the industrial district. We. Human guard. I've got my eyes on you. You have your eyes on me? Yes, don't you try anything. Why would you think I would try something? Not just you. I've got my eyes on everyone. Like a hawk. Are people stealing from you a lot? All the time, especially goblins, but they're not allowed here anymore. Except for Jeff. Tell me about Yeff. Manner's not like other goblins. Gave me a hat once, so he's good. The racism and bigotry amongst these people is fucking weird. Cosmetics department. Makeup. Who are your customers? Mostly humans, some dwarves. Elves are already beautiful, and others I don't know. Get the odd orc now and then, but I guess they have their own stores. So we've got the powder box, shampoo bottle, and the perfume bottle. We're running out of space, so we'll get rid of the advertisements. And the flowers, I guess. I'm not sure if I need the backup dress, but we're going to sell it anyways. And we'll grab 1 and 1. Because who knows if we might need them. Anxious dwarf. This looks like more jewelry. This is the hairdresser. Let me see your suggestions for hairstyles. So we've got trash, we've got bandaged, and then we have different fucked up colors. And none of these help you look like you're not muggly. And I don't want to pay that much. This is in fact sell like that. Glasses, sunglasses. I don't see how that would even matter for wearing. So this is the top floor, so there's no other place to go. We're just here. So if there's a place to buy from to get said doll, I guess it's not here? Question mark? Where would it be? Maybe the entertainment district? Okay, so game. I get we have to do this talky weird RPG thing where everyone can meet has a person with ideas or perspective, get on with it. It's fine to have some NPCs and have one word of dialogue. How did we get here? Like, here, physically, to this live stream, or something else would win? Enthusiastic vendor. Have a balloon. I'd like a balloon, please. More picture. Sorry, I'm waiting for a friend. Should be here any moment. Newspaper vendor. Encumbered human. You gotta be kidding me. Anything to matter. I've got powder. Go away with store all these packages. I can get it for you if you want. Get the encumbered human powder box. Look there! Already good. Marvarks is only 5 rupees. You're the most honest person. Tell you what, keep the change, snap some candy on me. Good deeds should be rewarded after all. Ha-ha! See the magnificent Hesbian! Now showing the adventures of Bryleen. Aha. And that is the Court Casino. Proper elf, proper orc. This is a department store. Trash cans. Trash can. Trash can. Nothing in the trash can. There's a different place. Maybe it's a pub. Secluded conversation. Not mean, I have something going on here. I have no desire to speak to strangers at the present moment. If you're looking for conversation, it's just over here in the harbor. Uh-huh. Goblin beggar. Who is asleep? Dwarf with a sign. Come to the dishes and see him a sign. Your job is to carry that sign. Pretty much, yeah. Could they not just put the sign on the ground? It's got to do with the laws for advertising the street somehow. It's literally cheaper for them to have me here than pay a permit. Can I go on and have a meal? Or if you're overbooked, you have to come back later. You're out here advertising an overbooked restaurant? I know, it's silly. Soul crushing, to be completely honest, and soul crushing for my feet. Boss says it's the best use for someone like me, so... The 10 stars. Yes, voted best restaurant in Dublin 5 years in a row. On the night of the owner decided to start a restaurant, she looked right up at the night sky and saw 10 stars, apparently. No cutting in line. Waiting elf. No stores fully occupied. I wish I booked the table in advance. It looks absolutely packed. I would not even be able to breathe in there. For what effectively accounts for a hole in a wall. Those golden locks with orders like shampoo, butter roses, new fragrance on mid row, and you can't read that, you can't read that. Department store, and that's where it just came from. Close for a party priority. Treat yourself to a motion picture. What are you showing? We have matinee showing The Adventures of Bryleen just about to start. I should not need a ticket. I'm in that film. So it is you. I'm sure you get this all the time, but you're a personal hero. Here, have a ticket on the house. If your inventory gets full, there's a bunch of trash cans, something, something. So you know who I am. So watch the movie about you Pete sakes. How are you doing here? Speaks into 20 times. Several from chairs. Entertainment district. Entertainment district. How much you while making this film? I indeed was. My role was producer of the whole production. Les Browning's the name. You come here to watch your own work? Ah, yes. Nothing like seeing people experience the story for the first time. How did you research the subject of the film? It's based on a true story. I admit I didn't fact-check it myself, but Mariah's telling me it's entirely accurate. I can assure you it's nowhere near the truth. Really, what makes you think you know more than my team expert? I was there, you ninny. Your motion picture is about me. You're Brian Lynn? Oh, so the wisdom is not just accident. How I offended you? No, not at all. You're free to make your art however you like. It's an honor here you say that. Either way, the story works well this way, don't you think? I wish to change the subject. There's so much more to say about the film. Is that me and Lorian and Rita's and my dear Tahina? So, they're just playing the opening cinematographic on a loop? I mean, I guess. I mean, I guess. Pretty lazy, if you ask me. So he has nothing else to say. So, the way that it works is that I can have a limited amount of things in my inventory. And if my inventory gets full, I can put things in the trash can, and they'll stay there permanently until I need them again. Well, helpful. That's also really stupid. But it does not appear that there's a single place that sells a doll. If there is, it appears to be missing. I am going to have to get up later tomorrow. Or rather, I will be gone later tomorrow. So we're going to have to wrap this up and let the Harbor District be the last place I explore. I'll have to make myself do this once a week until we get to a point where I feel like I'm either bored with the game or I feel like we get someplace. But this is not that bad. Compared to Creature Kind, this is a lot more fleshed out and consistent than the other game earlier this morning. However, not happy with the 5e theater craft. It can make the game a snooze fest. Incognito Orc. You look okay, person. How would you like to make a pretty penny? How can I make a pretty penny? There's an item I want. Give it to me and you get a nice little reward in the pocket of yours. What is this item you want? I want the portrait of Chief Weeks keeps herself in the office, a ridiculously big one. Why do you want this portrait? The portrait might be big, but it's nothing compared to her corruption. She, Mary Gibbs, and Mr. Silvergate are all cozying up to the Griffins. They let those mobs from the city for personal gain. How is stealing the portrait going to solve anything? Won't solve nothing. It's revenge. Just how handsome will this reward be? I offer you 6,000 ruple. 6,000 ruple? Yes, no more, no less. You'll not get a price that good anywhere else. Why can you not get the portrait yourself? The bulls know my face. I can't go snooping around the station. They throw me out in a flash. What do you want revenge for? Bar I worked at was closed down when they found out we sold Dwarven Ale. Meanwhile, the Silvergate keeps selling theirs openly. The police does nothing, and the mayor's right there. There's no justice in the city. What would you do with the painting? I'll probably keep it around for a while, just something named about frustration and anger at, you know. Very well, I shall help you. Thank you, you're fighting a good fight. Just make sure the thief is away from her office before you pick the portrait off the wall. Human police officer. Can I help you, citizen? Looking for a ship captain named Curry Lushed. Your ship is one of the lines closest to the docks, Four Fangs, the one with the orc crew. And who might you meet? Sophie Base! Even here in the less polished part of Dubinin. Is this area not safe? Let's just say I recommend not walking around here with accessory possessions. I should go. Stay safe, citizen. Dwarf fisherman. 85, 56, 58. What are you counting? Are you kidding me? No, I lost count. Not everything is done. So, what are you counting? I'm counting fish. I really want this to get done, so please help me do it. Looking for a ship captain. Do you know where to find her? One, blah 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 blah. Then my 2B. Gillion, Danun, Dahan. I look for Cold & Sons Fishing Co. Now, where was I? Dock worker. Can I help you? I overheard you talking about bad working conditions. You heard that. It's tough life, and an overseer makes his work really long hours, starts pushing back. Why are you pushed so hard? Maximizing profits, I would assume. Us dwarves, orcs, and goblins are easy to push around since it's hard of us to get another job. What are you planning to do? A stock workers in your union association that can help us stand to our employers. Alone we're easy to ignore our fire, but together we are strong. Anything I can do to help? If you could join as a member, that'd be a start. Should I not be a dark worker to join? I haven't had time to think of the rules, but I think we can allow allies too. Sure, I'll join your union. Excellent. We don't have any membership cards or anything, of course. Maybe just your name for now? Brylin. Oh, like, oh wow. Let me note that down. There. And here's a makeshift membership card for you. So what happens now? I'm not sure yet. Maybe come back later after you have time to think. Tell me about your working conditions. What do you want to know? Can you not just find another job? Believe it or not, I like my job. I just don't want to die doing it. That's all I wish to know. I'm looking for the Carolyn. The one with your crew playing dice in front. Who might you be? Most call me Big Desi. Digrana Big Desi Donu Vinlian is the full name. Dock worker. Clearly that name's rhetorical. What does a dock worker do? Help out around the docks, obviously, carry stuff, keep track of ships coming and going, look for contraband, that sort of thing. And he doesn't have a name. You're new here. I am new here indeed. I could tell. You have this amazed look at you, like you've never seen a ship before. What do you need a smuggler for? I was mobbed, and I need to find what they took. My magic axe, the one that killed Nakarik. Oh, you had something like that just lying around at home? You know these things like that are crazy sought, right? And dangerous. But who would want an item like my axe? Anyone? These are societies that collect all sorts of relics from old wars, museums too. Most creative, crazy good price. You think some society has my axe? I mean, they might as well ordered the theft. What societies are there? All kinds. Reenactment groups, collectors, secret societies, wealthy people who want fancy stuff on their walls. What do you mean reenactment? There are all sorts of people, mostly humans and orcs I suppose, who like to relive the past by dressing up and stuff. Why is it primarily humans and orcs who do reenactment? Elves live so long that they were actually there, I guess. Some of them will just be dwarves. Us goblins don't have time for that stuff. Why do you find it dangerous to keep an axe at home? That magic made it super powerful, right? What if it fell into the wrong hands? I mean, clearly it has. You think whoever has the axe would use it? Let's just hope it's a wacky collector, but what if it's not? Magic stuff like this usually makes you more powerful. I can see how that would be abused. Have you heard of my axe before? Come on, of course I have. It's the stuff of legend amongst goblins. You killed the Nymid Nakrik, our last champion. You're not angry about me killing Nakrik? Well, I heard about this cult that's trying to revive him again, so we should be fine. A cult is trying to revive Nakrik. Yeah, I read it in the paper. Not the Dubrin Crier, obviously, but this magazine I like. It has local information that normal press doesn't write about. Maybe we should change the subject. But this is so interesting. I want to talk more about the axe. Sure, you can talk about it all day. I have nothing else to talk about. Who are you? I don't sure want to give a name to a stranger. Safety measures, you know. Right. You'll tell me about people who potentially want to sell me my axe, but you won't give me your name. You want to bullshit. Spare a coin, ma'am. Buy yourself a meal. I was trying to think of a slur at the moment, but I didn't trust myself. How did you come to grief? Was the banker back home? That was like, this is never mind. Sounds like you have something you're struggling to say. Opposed to can't talk about it. They get angry if they find out what I did. Who are you talking about? I can't tell you. They'd kill me if I go talking where I shouldn't. I will keep what you say a secret. You can trust me. By all the way things. My first move here, I had enough steps. When the and King showed up. Tell me about the man who showed up. He said many would not be counting goblins running businesses. He offered protection when I could not pay. He said errands instead. What errands do you want you to run? Innocent at first, dropping lunch packages, getting suits to cleaners. Do you ask me to do something you don't want to do? That's when it started to turn sour. What kind of shop are you setting up? Bakery. Hoping you when you listen at home. Life is in danger. Without a doubt, you had to break connections to my clan to keep them safe. What did he want you to do? He gave me a gun and some enchanted bullets. Said they would dissolve, leaving no trace. What happened when you refused? My bakery was smashed and the safe entry and had no means revealed and didn't dare stay there unless he came back. That's how I ended up here. Who did this to you? I already said too much. If you want to dig deeper, the only name I can give you is the Griffins. Where is your bakery located? In Old Town, just to the east. Worry not, I shall do my best to help you. I doubt you'll find anything but hardship, but thank you. What can you tell me about this area? The harbor this is, many strong hands at work here, won't see many of them thin-skinned elves around here, heh? And ask you about the boat. Not sure at all. Popular up bars here, maybe look up there. Tax collector, orc worker. And these the ones playing. And they're getting accosted by the top worker. Just fireworks, huh? So it's your private use. Yeah, Narglight's coming up, you know. I can't let you bring that into the city. Have my colleagues confiscate the goods. Oh, for the love of. You want to use them for something completely different. You probably shouldn't say that to a collector, because that can be interpreted as a threat. No, this is just madness is all. If you have any complaints, you can take it to direct them up to the tax office up ahead. Do you know anything about the Griffins? No, I'm not from around here, sorry. Overheard you having some kind of argument. Setting all these rules, I never swear I've heard a thing before. A ban on fireworks for private use? Ridiculous. Hey, I hear something about a tax on magic. Humans always find new ways of suppressing things you don't like. How come there are rules you haven't know about? They change them all the time, it feels like it. Then again, we move through so many different parts, hard to remember all. Either way, the one about fireworks is ridiculous. What are they for? Nargot's coming up. Can't have a proper party without shooting off some fireworks. Tradition. Surely some humans like magic. I heard once that a few humans able to wield magic like any kind. But 25 to 30% of orcs and coastal elves. Ridiculous. Anything I can do? We can handle the tax, but it's going to be crack in the fang not to be able to sell our fireworks. Not just for us, but all the orcs celebrating Nargolect. Meaning all orcs. Maybe I should talk to the tax collector. It's a start. Not sure if it'll change anything. Fine. Remember, she's an all-orc crew. Ship for the collar hangs. That was it. Blessed steps or something. Can I help you? I overheard you having arguments of some kind. This will do good in business and can't disclose any details. I have some question about the things this orc told me. I heard there's a tax on magic. Is such a tax? Yes, and for good reason. Why is there a tax on magic? Yeah, tax all sorts of things. Magic in particular is one of those things that are disproportionately used by certain demographics, so we want to even things out. So, you're taxing people disproportionately? Humans and dwarves? It goes for goblins too, I dare say, but yes, I don't remember there being a magic attack. How long have you had one? Been around for 10 years, but not everybody has been aware of it, so the enforcement is painfully lax. He told me about a ban on fireworks. This is for private use. We cannot just go around destroying flammable objects just because it's some orc holiday. Surely a few fireworks once a year are not so bad. I don't make the works, I just enforce them. Do you have to be so by the book by all this? Look, I have a set of rules I have to follow. If my boss friends start overlooking them, I can get fired. It sounded like the enforcement had been more relaxed in the past. It was, or still is, I suppose the human tax collectors don't feel like I can slack like them. Why do you not feel like you can relax as much? My human colleagues can all sit comfy in their seats. They all have their jobs with some relative or friend. I'm the only dwarf around. I worked hard to get where I am, and I need to do my job properly. You need to lose your job for helping this person out? Sure can, and that would mean losing important income. I don't have no idea how I'd find a job like this again. How about we promise your boss would never know? I really do wish I could bend the rules. I can see how much this means to this man. I ask him what insurance he can give me that my boss will never hear about this. You can ask him. He's right here. You ask him yourself. You seem to have ways words that I don't. Please. Fine, I'll ask him. Do you know anything about the Griffins? No, I know anything of them, and you'll be better off not knowing too. So clearly the Griffins are some sort of magical gang. Tax collector asks you to assure her boss will not know if she breaks the rules. Are you kidding? I don't even know who her boss is. Me and my clan always said to be very careful with the fireworks, I promise. Someone asked to not come through this harbor. York says your boss will not find out. I heard, and I do think he looks reliable. I actually really appreciate that he stands on lower ground like this. Puts me at ease, puts me at less of a disadvantage. So fine, he can bring his wares to Duberton. Should allow you to bring your goods. And you've given me a firecracker. I have a rocket as a token of my appreciation. So now I have illegal wine and illegal fireworks. I'm out. And now you. Can I help you? No dialogue. How about you? Don't you see we're in the middle of the game here? Do you know anything about the Griffins? Nope. I'm looking for Kirilesh. Do you know where I can find her? Aye, I know that. Will you tell me where to find it? No, I don't think so. If you tell me, I will leave you alone. Well, she's not here. When you get some food, I'll piss off. Who might you be? Someone who prefers to spend my time and things more worthwhile than answering stupid questions. Have I said something to offend you? Your face is offensive enough. Good day. Can I help you? I'm looking for the Kirilesh. Do you know where I can find her? You're looking for the captain? She's not here right now. Don't know where she went. Do you know anything about the Griffins? It's a familiar name, I'm sure. They're underground operation here in Duberton, dealing in illegal ale. Who might you be? Yellowmash is the name. Writer by trade. Who am I talking to? I am Brialyn. Really, is that true? Indeed it is. That's interesting. Why do you find my identity interesting? You killed Nakfric, isn't that so? Indeed I did. And you admit to the murder so readily. Do you have any regrets at all? I did what I had to do. How cold, how dark of heart do you have to be to think such a thing like that? Your name would be hated by any orc student of history studying the Pendula, but by none, I don't even know what to say. You should go before I lose my calm. And now he has something he can say. A group of gangsters, I hear, don't really care about the business of landlubbers. Who might you be? Baroness, part of the Lashans, like the Kirillish's crew. Did you drop a goblin on an island last night? Who do you think you are? Ask a question like that. Well, I ain't talking. What made you become a sailor? I wonder if I was a jeweler, didn't have much money when I was growing up, and all the kids were getting education out of the question, decided to get in my parents' hair, basically. Looking for the Kirilesh, do you know where I can find her? Want the captain, do you? She ain't here. Want to get something yourself to eat. You know when the Kirilesh went to eat. Since she said to the fairy and the fawn, up ahead by the market. What are you playing? Just dice, passing the time until we set out again, mostly. Would you know what your next mission is? Captain doesn't give us much detail, especially not beforehand. Keep our heads down, do our jobs, get paid. That's how this works. Can I join you? We're in the middle of a game. Maybe later. A female sailor, who seems to have some back to her. Boy, are you Kirilesh? Am I Kirilesh? Aye, that'd be alright. What you want, eh? Is this your ship? This is my ship, Four Fangs, St. Shea Beauty. I heard you might be able to help me find a lost limb, is that correct? Nuh-uh, someone pulling your back, mate. Your accent is unique. Where are you from? Grew up on an island, yeah? Got our own way of talking. Where does the name come from? Fangs are good, yeah? So here's 4 of them. How did you come by the ship? I stole it, probably? Stole it, yeah. What can you tell me about your crew? All hard-working people, just orcs, all of us. Why do you employ only orcs? I don't know, ask the crew. They're the ones who ask things. Yeah. I don't think you're Kirilesh at all. Well, alright, fooled you good though, huh? So where is the real Kirilesh? Over at the bar upstairs. Called something but fairy. Why did you lie about being Kirilesh? Pulled your legs all. Captain likes your privacy. Thought I could make you piss off and not bother her. Who are you really? Part of the crew. Bonson, if you want to get all fancy. That's all I wish to know. You sure? Tell me more about Kuralesh. What you want to know. That's all I wish to know. I should go. The Four Fangs. And you fuckers are in my way. Why give me the ability to have them as followers if they can just be physically in the way? The leaflets! Now playing at the Silvergate. Fishing Goblin. I'm not looking for charity. What makes you say you do not want charity? I may be fishing to survive, but I need to learn how to do it. If you want to help someone, talk to the lady fishing over there. She's seen some hardship. Well, hello there. Are the fish biting? I wish it was, but no, not even a nibble. Are you fishing for pleasure or for food? Food for my little ones. Only way I can get them something, even this is failing me. How many children do you have? 5 I gave birth to my 6th, then 6 more in my clan. You need food for your children? I do. I have so little left to give, little beams of starshine, how it pains me. Do you not have anyone to help you? Most clans help each other, but the Hackling clan is weak and scattered. I am fulfilling my duty because no one else is. Is there anything I can do to help you? I couldn't ask any passing stranger. Please let me help you. I mean, is there other way to get some fish home? I would not refuse it. Here, have a snapperel. That's your kind heart. I cannot thank you enough, kind stranger. Here, I don't have much. They fit with a baby blanket. Knitted it myself. My littlest one. Well, she doesn't need much of anything anymore. So are you saying that your smallest child is dead? Please, ma'am, take this. It's my smallest baby blanket for my child who just died of super magical gonorrhea. Who might you be? No one really. You can call me Hacklin Meltedevk if you want. Looking for a ship captain in Kuralesh. Her ship's the one called Four Fangs. Got an all-work crew. Should go. Walk in peace. Fucking morbid. I can't believe this. Heard you and the goblin having an argument? 7 little haggle Uber God bless me wagon. Why do you need to get past here so desperately? The company I'm working at has a shipment waiting ahead. I have to unload what I have and get the new wares preferring an hour ago. Do you want me to talk to her? Talk to the goblin shopman about moving her wagon. If you can make her see reason, be my guest. What are you transporting? Antibiotics, no medicine. It looks like healing magic, only using science instead. Why does she not want to move? Bless me if I am interested in goblins. That's all I wish to know. I have more questions. So that's all you have to say. Well, who's my child? Can I help you in a charm or two? You are selling charms. This is depending on where the most likely to sale. Are you most interested? I have no idea what this does. Does this even do anything? Somewhat nice looking charm. I overheard you and the dwarf having an argument. I'm not arguing with anyone. She seems very upset though. So me saying wants to move my wagon, I will not move it. That is the end of that. Why will you not move it? Just like humans and dwarves force me to move any obstacle in their way, I was here first and here I stay. Is there anything that will make you change your mind? Tell you what, 3 of my clan members trying to enter Dubidon, but now I know one of them is very nervous, can make it hard for them to give them a charm for me. And I will move. I will give them the charm to your clan member. Good, there will be 3 of them traveling together. Give them this. This doesn't look like a goblin charm, bro. This looks like an amulet. Clearly, they'd be at the immigration checkpoint. I think. Three orcs moving together. So these 3. Terribly sorry. Why do you want to get into Dubidon? These 2 120 climbers live here, not going to stay behind. What are you hoping to get out of Dubidon? Oh no, I mean, those scenes what it leaked from the city, fashion, motion pictures, but it's so weird. It feels like we call it teenagers, but I mean 10 yet. Humans live for so long, these elves and dwarves live longer, you know? No way, how old are you? About 450 years. No, you're kidding, we should live that long. Tell me about your family. They don't say family, silly, we live in clans. These two are from the one that made me my in-ring, I guess you would call it in Pendula, and we all take care of each other. Anyways, what would you like to know? What is the name of your clan? It is called Lak Ket Vak. It's a warrior clan, but we're not pretty friendly. Where do you hail from? I mean, we don't own any lands. What do you mean? No cities for us. Not we have camps in the north, western marshlands. No one remembers. Tell me more about the difference between a clan and a family. I mean, from what I heard, these humans tend to form small groups, right? Just 2 grown-ups and then maybe kids. We don't push others away because we like someone. Both my parents, if that's what you call them, have shared with married people. How do you feel about the way that your clans and relations work? I mean, I've read so many stories in magazines of people falling in love, true love forever and ever, but life isn't like that. And why would loving any more than one person make love less valid? I don't know. I still gotta find out for myself, I guess. Your clan member asked me to give you this charm. Oh, well, that should stop that one nagging so much. Thank you. Yes, dear. Why do you want to get into Dupin? Your plan to join the rest of your clan is already here. My partner here wears but won't get in. You seem to hesitate to say the word partner. Why? You know, goblins don't form families. Me and Nick share a special bond. Together we made Digbek, who is also here with us. It makes things easier to say partner sometime. Why is it your partner worried you will not get in? I'm not sure I should talk about that. Please, you can trust me. Well, he's a very worried person. The fact we don't know how the guards will react to certain things makes it all worse. Has he always been like this? Was he a bit more relaxed when he was younger, before he had all his children to care for and worry about? What is it that he could react to? The biggest issue we have is this medicine with us, a magic herb. Nick needs to get it through his day. Needs it to get through his day. We're worried they may not allow us to bring it to Dupin. What kind of sort of herb is it? It's made from fanganadel. Picked under a full moon it has to be, which makes it very expensive. It would be horrible to have to replace it. Why would the goods not allow you to bring it to the city? I heard it might people make things confiscated because the guards thought it was some kind of drug, but it's medicine, just not the kind that comes from a bottle humans seem to favor these days. Is there anything that I could help to do? I mean, you have a bigger chance to get through the checkpoint than you do, being dwarf and all. Take it and give it to us back later in Old Town? Yes, very well. Thank you so much. Please come find us in Old Town in a little while. And my name is Nick Lagavaktek. Vak? Backwards. And then I guess he's just too nervous to speak. So now we're doing crimes. News, Pepperminder. Just stand by and I will tell you, Amal. And it said something about me being spotted. Yes. That text is just stuck. And I'm assuming if I just walk, I can just get around the entirety of the line and then talk to people inside. Because it's very clear that one of those members is related to that one person. No, we're not going to tell them that. I was not aware that elves can grow beards. And I should keep it unless you look worse from no offense. Is this orc giving you a hard time? Trying to do my job in no other ways, you just seem distracted. What are you quarreling about? Do the thing, could not wipe his life injury, so he accepted this, but this person not so much. I'm trying to do my job. Why could you not let her pass? You can't disclose the information, let's say there was a problem with the paperwork. Any way that I can help out? If you come to system, that'd be great. Okay. It sounds like you're having a quarrel. Obviously just being racist. What are you fighting about? What is he saying about your wife? What makes him say that your wife is a terrorist? Tell me about her papers not being in order. I hope you're out some. Could you tell my wife what's going on? Maybe she has some idea what's going on. Talk to the orc that was denied entry. So there should be the one all the way out here. And husband asked me to talk to you. Any now, about what? The fact that the guards just turned my bag inside out? Why are you not allowed into Duberton? Because the elf clerk is an orc hater, that's why. What makes you say he's an orc hater? I'm sure you would never use the word terrorist to describe a human or an elf. Could you give me some more information? Fine, my papers are, well, they're not issued by an official bureau. They all have the information required, though. Are you saying that these papers are forged? What sort of papers is it that you have? Personal identification papers, nothing special, really. They searched through your bag. You know, he did, no regard for my privacy at all. Are you sure you had nothing suspicious in your bag? Only some pamphlets, which are that's not illegal. What sort of pamphlets are you carrying? Just invitations to the meetings, nothing at all. None of this should make him stop you from entering Duberton. Oh, he had this list, I guess my name must have been on it. Why would your name be on the list? Sir, education is really important to us, right? When I was younger, I was active in an organization that wanted to change the curriculum and Pendula in schools. Tell me more about this organization you were part of. The thing about Pendula is that all schools are recognized by the state and therefore certified and give you a degree. We use curriculum, distinct human perspective, and elven and dwarven if you're lucky. What do you mean when you say a distinctly human perspective? Just looking at the history class, they talk all about these words. This is one of the kings and queens who saved them from threatening hordes. That's us, you know, orcs and goblins. What was your position in this organization? I organized a meeting for a while, handing out pamphlets, setting up the meeting rooms, that sort of things, but that was long ago now. If you have left this organization, why are you still handing out pamphlets? I do not want to discuss this anymore. Was this a violent organization? It wasn't supposed to be. There have been incidents, though, but that was years before I stopped going to meetings. What sort of list was that, you mean? Suspicious people, I assume, the kind that don't want to dupe it in. I think I have the information I need. I think the clerk made a mistake. So you accidentally went to a meeting trying to get some orc relations, and the next thing you know, boom! You label a terrorist for the Green Raiders. And then their sister organization, the New Green Raiders, go and make an embarrassment of you. Yes, yes. Not unironic about things like the Bloodied organization. You know, the blood of an orc being related to everyone else. Or the orc raiding party already in progress. Yes, yes. Exactly like that, you see. It's exactly like that. Talk to the orc who denied entry. I think you should let these people enter Duberton. No, I don't trust in my personal judgment, have you? What do you have the basis upon? She already left the organization you used to be a part of. She has? I have no record of that here. You know what? We shall look into this. I'll put an agent on it. They can reapply to enter as soon as the investigation is done. So will you help me now? Can I see your papers, please? And there she go. So that was one way, and another way to get inside. And checkpoint guard. I have given permission to pass. And then he no longer gets in my way, and or is not in my way. Very difficult, very hard to understand. And then you got this dwarf here just waiting in the front that I talked to, who never gave me her name. And then you have this female orc. They need teachers. Simple dialogue, waiting male work. What can you tell me about yourself? Just a humble brewer. Tell me about this brewing you speak of. What do you want to know? Are there many breweries? I think so. Very large town, people always be thirsty. What do people normally brew? Some legal, some not, common beers, and of course we have wine and cider, all sorts of things. What sort of ales are legal to brew? Well, they call it dwarven ale. I'm sure you know what sort I mean. We're all raised on them, right? But the humans don't like it, so it's illegal. Why is dwarven ale illegal? Humans think it makes do bad things more than their ale, I mean, but it's just a stupid rule to keep honest brewers like me out of business. What makes dwarven ale so special? The strength, the taste, the use of enchanted hops. Nothing else gives you quite the buzz. Is that what you brew? Ale, I mean, not that sort of ale that's illegal. No, that'd mean you're criminal. It does sound like you're brewing dwarven ale. Well, of course I am. Sounds like teeth whiters, the orcs down in the speakeasy. Don't you go tell me ways. Kinda want to be evil here. Kinda want to be evil. But you know what? We'll be a lesbian. I'll keep it to myself. Very interesting, very, very interesting. Then go back to the business district. Protest sign. Vote for goblins. Did the cop ever come outside? Don't look like it. Stock market doors, stock market employees only. The orange is still here. Lame. Right, boy, blah, 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 blah. I want to see the line where you are involving me now. And the hero's been seen at the police station. Sources say she's been the victim of a heinous burglary. We're traveling fast, I guess. Still haven't found her doll. And you're still here. I want to keep talking about love. Love more intensely than you can imagine. I'm just going to treat it love. She was a healer, but there's nothing to do. It was tough. And I take it she's still there and not doing anything. Yep. And you're still here. And I took the painting, and I feel like it's gonna blow back on me. Stealing all your shit out. And the Harbor District. And we have money. Here's your portrait. 6,000. What the fuck am I even gonna do with this money? Work, Captain. You lost your cap? Why is that in your hair? Clean off my head, lucky cap. Can't see without it. I reward you handsomely. I can't imagine the cap will just be laying in the open. Also, where'd the hedgehog go? There he is. Tranquility. In there. The Isabel. Certainly it's not going to be in a random trash can. If it'll let me click on the trash can. No. More importantly, is this Kirilush? No, I'm Gila Rock. Or clearly being nice with their source though. So every trash can is the same trash can loot? Okay. Behavior climb, remember the charm. Just make it through the checkpoints like a breeze. Thank you, good child. Go find someone who can help me move, and then return for the wagon. You have my work. I'm too old to be called child. You know Guadman and I, a less old dwarf. Precisely, you understand me very well. Walk with blessings. She will resume as soon as she gets some help. I guess some medicine. And that gives me the way to go to another area. But that doesn't give me the ability to go towards the chief. So now, we look for wherever this hat might have gone. Glad to see you again. Doug Stale, is that you? What are you doing here? Well, he still has the stuff I sold him before. I'll buy the rest of the cigarettes. Orc doll. Flower vendor. So you have bouquet, and you have the singular flowers. This resembles an orc. Resembles an orc. Do you like any toy in particular? Who might you be? No one special, just a factory worker on a day off. Toy vendor. Perhaps this is where we can get the toy. Yes! Perfect. And then you had a fish vendor. I like your hat. It's just a grab strapped to my head. Who might you be? Ronaldo you Hanan. Fish vendor by day, dancer by night. And you've got fish of various costs. And a human shopper sitting in a car randomly in the middle of a place that you had to drive it onto planks for. Question mark. You sell spices? Indeed I do. Hot, salty, sweet, have it all. Where do you get the spices from? Straight off the ships down there. Deals with every single company. It's quite profitable. Who might you be? Therion de New Lagoon is my name. Quite simply, taste is my big passion. Food is good and all. But get the seasoning right, we can start talking art. Food vendor. You haven't bought any spices from the stall here, have you? No, I have not. Oh, good. Nothing but bad quality she has. See, you toss moldy spice bags into the mix regularly. Is it not bad practice to slander your competition? Just telling the truth, you should stay away from the spice vendor if you don't want to catch a bug. What can you tell me about yourself? Business person through and through. Started with a few apples and now I have these two stalls. One day I plan to open a proper restaurant in a nice part of town. Hungry goblin. This pie looks so good. Are you hungry? I am, but I can't afford anything here. Who might you be? Send me some garden knack, I guess. I live with my clan in Owntown. The vendor at the food stall told me not to buy your products. Chat again, is she? Her way of making business is shady, to say the least. In what way is her way of doing business shady? You really gotta ask that? She got that extra stall after a dead rat was found in the basket under the previous owner. 'Twas, as my witness, I know she placed it here. You think she wants to take over your stall? I'm sure of it, but I'll be dead before I let her. Why would she want to take care of your stall? Expand her business, of course. The more stalls you have, the more rage you can sell. I imagine she would even hire a hand if she got a hold of my stall. How's this rivaling going on for long? It's been maybe 2-3 years since she arrived long after me. It's maybe 2 months since she really started slandering my business. Do you want me to talk to her? If it's not too much to ask, I'd be grateful. Why are you telling lies about other vendors? I'm not, just trying to look out for investors, all. I was told you've taken over someone else's stall. I'm not denying that. The previous owner didn't take pest control seriously. Very unsavory. Did you have anything to do with the rat? The rats get into baskets all the time if you let them. Very important to keep an eye on your wares. I feel like you're avoiding the question. Look, I come from a poor background. I won't let anyone get in the way of me making a laugh at myself. Tell me about your background. Long story and dark. The short version is that my clan's mountain halls caved in when I was a child. Still remember the screams of my family, parents, cousins, everyone getting struck by the stones. What happened after the cave-in? An uncle took care of me. I'm present through and through, had me working till I was half dead. When I finally escaped, I moved here to build something new, something my parents would have been proud of. Are you willing to cheat to build that new life for yourself? If you had seen what I've seen, you'd stop at nothing and get away from it too. Are you saying that the spice vendor is lying? She's not trustworthy, I'll tell you that much. She'll say whatever she needs to get ahead. I think I've heard enough. Whatever you think of me and not let anything between my business. You can tell your spice vending friend that. I mean, like, yes, I'll stab you in the back. I'll even stab you in the front if you let me. And for 25 coins, I'll twist the knife with my left hand. I spoke to her about her business practices. Her way of dealing with the competition is not fair. No about it. Take the high road. I'm scared what she might do to me. Well, fighting back with the same methods doesn't really mean anything. And I feel like the art of the deal here is probably not the smart thing to do, and it's very naive. But let's see what happens by adding chaos into something I should clearly not be meddling in. I will find out for you. Oh, how would you feel to partnership with the spice vendor? Partnership is in nursing business. Interesting. Tell you what, if I get to be in charge, I'll consider it. You can tell her that. She'll consider a partnership if she'll be in charge. Well, Chanel, you think it might be well fit to watch everything closing up for the night, and thank you for helping out. Here's token of appreciation. Very special word called Penguinettle. It's good for you. Now I have 2 instances of Fangnettle. Still need to go to the rest of the port. That was towards the opening of a tunnel, but I don't think it led anywhere into the tunnel. We still have to go find the captain, and we also need to find a hat. And then you buy a hat for your hat. Have any wares for me? What wares are you interested in? If any areas are similar, I'd be interested in knowing more. You deal with herbs. Authorities in town is very human-centric. They don't understand remedies that are distributed with someone in a wide web coat. I get what they need and use from home. Can I buy things from you? No, you'd have to find one of my associates. More of a wholesale supplier, if you will. Who might you be? Karen Locust is the name. Remedies the game. I take rails of merchants here in the harbor and pass it along to my associates. Do you know anything about the Griffons? Shh, that's not the type of question you want to be heard of asking around here. Tell me what you know about them. Truly suicidal. Well, I'm not. These lips are sealed. He said the Griffons are dangerous. I need to stop them. One little dwarf can't take down a group like them, but if it make you stop asking questions, they're bootleggers and mobsters. See a barely legal aid? That's theirs. Thank you. You've been helpful. No, I haven't, okay? I've told you nothing. As long as your business is strictly legal. The bulls rarely go here to overwhelm, so I have little reason to worry. As long as you don't bother the rich, they don't care. I should go. Goodbye. As I don't want to sell you what I have. Bar's closed. Is this the Fairy and the Fawn? Can't you see the sign? Yeah, it is. If it's closed, why are you guarding the door? To make sure no one gets in, alright? Please, I need to talk to someone inside. Friends inside, is it? In your year day, I wager. Or just need the loo. Won't fall for that, love. Sounds to me like it's open. Maybe it is, but you're not getting in anyways. What can I do to let me in? Tell you what, you can tell me a funny story about a dwarf, I'll let you in. Should be about drinking. Oh, and it should rhyme. Sure. Just give me a moment of something. There once was a merry dwarf. Who couldn't hold his ale. He found all wishing well. and was thrown in jail. I think you do better. Arthur's merry dwarf, who couldn't hold his ale. He fell off a fishing wharf and was eaten by a whale? Okay. Once there was... Ah, that's funny. Alright, like it. You can go in. Giant sign. Tinkering dwarf. Can't you see I'm busy? Who might you be? Getting deluded galad, and as you see, I'm a mechanic. Nothing to say, nothing to learn. Could you give me a hand? What do you need a hand with? Special delivery to the bar over there. Ferrying the fawn, parked to your bad. Could you run in with a barrel for me? What's in it for me? Bartender will still use some coins for the effort. What does the barrel contain? Just beer for the bar. Sure, I'll help you. Just drop it off the bartender. Know what to do. Who might you be? No, time a small truck is delivered and move my truck before I get a ticket. Machine's so large, how do you drive it? I have a pill to sit on and sticks are attached to my feet so I can use pedals. Once you get angry, it's not so hard. And I should go. Until next time. There's a good chance that that is something that belongs to the Griffins. There you are, Elvain, right? I'm waiting for you. You must be mistaking me for someone else. That's embarrassing, Elvain. Who are you? I'm Rylin. It's really extraordinary. Honor to meet you now, so you get to see that all the time. Or not, I'm used to it. Do you not disapprove? I killed Nacker, after all. Or not, I'm used to it, but you are. So you're so much more than the residents for telling me in a good way, like you're actually a person. Well, I do have lots of stories to tell. I bet you do. Well, Brian, if you don't mind, I'd like to get to know you better. What would you like to do in your spare time? I like to tend to my garden and animals. I like to live it up in a fancy party. I'm mostly staying at home, not doing much. That is lovely. We're an animal friend too. Is there anything you want to know about me? What animals do you have? I have 2 cats at home. They're lovely four balls, both of them. What do you do for a living? Studying to be a nurse, hard work, late nights, worth it in the end. Why do you want to become a nurse? It's a cliche thing, but I want to help people. And what's your name again? Gigleshkern. What kind of cats do you have? Stray cats taken care of. Oldest one is Garo, proper diva, accepts certain kinds of food. Kitten called Kiki, proper beast she is. Rip my curtains to shreds. Yeah, because, you know, normal people that are orcs that, you know, seem to hate an ancient, or at least well-known, long-lived adventurer who basically killed somebody who is either a folklore hero or literally a figure of importance for the civilization would just walk up to a person in a bar and be like, "Hey, yo! Can I take you out on a date sometime? I want to know what the legs are talking about." You're not Toro-coded! May I see you again in a more present setting? Oh, I'd love to meet you again, Gilkeshkern. You can find me with my nose in the book at the University of the Museum most times, that and the academic district. Looking forward to seeing you there. Who is Elavine? She's a dwarf too, responding to an action put out in the Dubrin Crier, hoping to see some pool with her. See if she shows up. Lovely. Smoke, dumbing, means relationship between cigarettes. Cleansing for lungs and for soul. Bartender. I have a special delivery for you. I'd like something to drink, please. Normal glass of beer, normal drink. Sad bartender. Why are you so gloomy? Please tell me. There's a girl I bought her a ring, but I never got around to giving it to her. Can you not give her the ring now? Fell in hard times and had to pawn the ring. That made you fall in hard times. Stepmother fell ill. She's an orc. It's really hard to get the medicine she thinks she needs. My father is not a wealthy man. Try to help as much as you can. Tell me about this girl. Real smart person, works at the stock market, worked her way up from what I said, and now she's rich. I have no business being with her, really. How does she feel about you? I've been very close to Magic even when she got these new friends, fancy friends. Wanted to give her that ring Shara or Karen, but I'm glad I've given her. Have you known her for a long time? We went to school, we were close back then, played every day in most things. She's got brains while I've got bronze. I think I know what to do. I will try to get the ring back. And who might you be? Stephen Dwar, dock worker. Working in the docks of Dublin ever since I was a kid. Literally, ever since you were a child? A Mao? Lone elf. Blessings to goddesses or something. Your staff appears to be leaking magic. Just residue. What happens if you press a skill with a broken staff? Is it dangerous? I don't know. I wouldn't drink it if that's what you mean. Why would I want to drink the residue? You clearly don't hang out in the same circles I do. It's not a bit responsible to spill that magic everywhere. Expect me to care about that? Not my problem. Are you Kiralesh? Haha, no. Are you our friend Kiralesh? How could you say that? Well, where can I find her? Haha, real funny. Why is that funny? You're not joking? Honey, she's sitting right here in front of me. Are you a part of the crew? No, I'm producing on dry land. What do you do then? Word of advice, that is not the kind of neighborhood you want to go around asking stupid questions in, so I get my impression. What do you mean, the wrong impression? You do not seem to be around here, so I'll cut you some slack, but the way you talk makes you sound like a copper, and let's just say we're not too keen to those around here. Are you threatening me? I'm just saying, let's not stick that nose in places it doesn't belong. Trying to find a stolen item. Can you help me find it? What makes you think I know anything about stolen goods, eh? Better wash yourself, that's all I wish to know. Right. You look a little bit too male to be a woman, at least from the angle you were looking at. Our congratulations in order. Referring to my belly, you should determine when he's pregnant just because they're round. You're right this time, though. Who is the father, if you don't mind me asking? You really shouldn't be talking about that. Why can you not talk about the child's father? Because he is married, didn't tell me after this happened. Is it anyone I would have met? Don't know, his name is Garu Kresh. Heard he and his wife is having some difficulties. Something about her seeing this human man? Well, nigga! It seems to me that while you woman's out there with some fucking stick legs, you out here throwing that cooper back, and then you got a whole damn brood to talk about. Talking about some, I know my woman gave me something that I can never have. Nigga! You got a whole ton of power production going on here! God damn! And you know how handsome he is, and jealous. Should have known it's the jealous ones that have something to hide. How far along are you? 10 months. Not sure how long you dwarves carry your babies, but I just can't wait for the final 3 months to be over. Are you looking forward to being a mother? Don't tell my crew, but yeah, I am. A lot, actually. Can't wait to beat the little bastard. Someone has to pass along the clan name, too. You pass your clan name on to illegitimate children? Yeah, sure. Pair bonding is a big deal for many orcs, but that doesn't mean you just throw the kids out to the cold. I wish to change the subject. Good. Are you Kiralesh? Who wants to know? My name is Ryling. Do you know who I am? I may have heard the name. What do you want? So are you Kiralesh? Let's say I am. What do you want? I'm looking for a missing item. Who said that? Aiden Barnes, the private detective. Never heard that name. Will you help me find the item that was stolen from me? Can't see why I should. What if I pay you for your time? Money's not the problem here. It doesn't matter if you give me a fortune. I couldn't be sure you won't stab me back as soon as I turn. You have to try real hard to make me like you. Here is a baby blanket for your child. This is beautiful. Made with such love and care. A wonderful gift. Thank you. All right, you put in the effort. What do you want to know? Tell me the truth. Are you a smuggler? I ship things and I don't ask questions. Is that good enough answer for you? What do you know about my axe? All I know is I dropped a little fella off at your island last night. Who was this fella? Goblin, of course. Looked like any other than me. Sneaked into your house and whipped right back outside. I had a package with him. Do you know the goblin's name? Couldn't write, so he never signed the ship ledger. I think he said it was Kit Wings. Yeah, that was it. Remember it? Because it didn't sound like a goblin name. Where did you drop the goblin off? Here in the harbor. Only place we could dark and dupe it in. Where did the goblin go after you dropped him off? I saw him rush towards Old Town. Figures most goblins live down there. Did it look like he was carrying my axe? Could have been, yeah. Didn't look too closely. Not my business. Kitwing's in Old Town. Got it. Wasn't the one telling you this, you hear? You do realize that you let a burglar into my home. Nothing personal, right? I had no idea you lived there. Just don't do it again. I can promise that I won't let anyone burglarize you again. Well, now we gotta go. Now we gotta go press the father. You know, we just have to do that. We have to insult his intelligence. Because this guy out here acting like his wife was the one being duplicitous. But actually, he's the one in here throwing that looper. Just tossing it. 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 Unironically. Carl, you can't just be a racist. You have to be a turbo racist. I'm sorry, I'm not Kasog. My bigotry does not go to the levels yours do. And where it does get deep and down, I don't go like that. I would say anything for a joke, but I won't joke about that. Except if it's really timely. Hey, yo, you know you put a... You told me you just kissed your fling. Now that you made her a child, you talked to Kirilesh, I see. Well, we did more than just kissing. Please, don't tell my wife. Nigga, I'ma tell her. 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 I'm telling your wife. I'm gonna tell your wife. You cheating bastard. I'm sorry to say, your husband has been unfaithful. What? How do you know this? I spoke to a woman he has made with a child. That bastard. Yes. 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 Consequences. Yes. Yes. Also while I'm here. I have found you a flapper doll. Thank you for your money. Yes. I have snitched on you. Yes. Yes. You bitch. Yes. Well, I don't get to snoop anymore. I'm out. Well, we have key items here. Ironically, none of these are considered key items, which is interesting. Let's see here. There's probably not that many quests left. Actually, no, I'm a liar. There are several. So, talking sense into the boss, going and meeting somebody in Old Town, attending the funeral of the cousin, finding more about the Griffins in the harbor, bringing a bag of herbs to Nicknock Life Tech in Old Town, finding the cap that flew off the head of the captain, buying a ring back from the pawn shop and giving it to the harbor worker, and finding the goblet thief Kit Wings in Old Town. Oh, we're already here. Go, it's across the street. I'd like to buy something. So, buy the wedding band. Then go back to the harbor. Well, you can see they moved the car. What has happened here? Chucked one to the lamppost. No, you see, no one got hurt. Dwarf flock worker. I shouldn't argue so much with the goblin. Look, you think the goblin did this? I don't know, maybe. They'll do all sorts of weird stuff. Will you be able to fix the machine? Not a bad crash, but I have to get help. The last thing I need. What happened? I thought I could make up for the last time speeding up a bit, but the tower was no narrow. Crashed. Are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine, but I won't be when my boss hears about this. Kappa? You know anything of the Griffins? All I know is the kind of people you stay far, far away from. Mm-hmm. What happened here? Crick came running around the corner, almost crushed me, you did. No idea what her hat went to. No dialogue here. I have the ring. Would you look at that? It really is the right ring, too. Thank you. I wouldn't have nothing to give you in return, but you have me gratitude. As soon as I finish this drink, I'll go to her. Yeah! Private, do not enter. Out of order. Out of order. Restrooms. Art machines. Pictures. Progress. Power. Didn't talk to him. Who might you be? Nashim Dorm Mashler. Sorry, had a hard time understanding you. Well, if I have mercy to drunk, you to be her. Can I help you? Who might you be? Garwin, you might know. No, is my given name in Gar's my clan. I am in fact the head of the Garwin clan. What does it mean to be the head of the clan? These days, it's less being a leader, more making sure everyone is happy. Back in the day, it was basically chieftains, warlords, if you will. Today, my biggest responsibility is hosting a Nagalek party. What's life like in a clan? Unlike goblins, we are very bonded for life. However, the clan is very important to us too. We share responsibilities for raising and educating the children, for example. My own are being taught by some clan members as we speak. Here's your clan large. Very. One of the greatest here in Duberden. In fact, it makes us powerful, and work with a small clan is weak work. Tell me more about Nargalect. I'll answer as best I can. Would you like this firecracker for your celebration? A firecracker? Heard they used to try to ban them, so it's actually very nice of you. Let me give you some info in return. There's a speakeasy here in the Harbor District, and you need a password to enter. If you want in, 6 is finding the warehouse owner. Based. What is Nargalect celebrated in memory of? Celebrated memory of Nakrik. I'm sure you know he was an Emmet, equivalent to your fame horse. He was the last still alive, and he ended his life. Times were different. To me, Nakrik was an enemy. Maybe so. Humans have raised one of us for many years, and dwarves and elves are happy to join their sides. If Nakrik will never come back, the loss of our last champions is very to us. You celebrate Nakrik still after all these years. We do, especially now we're trying to live in peace with humans, dwarves, and elves. It's crucial to remember our side of the story. Who do you mean our side of the story? Humans are happy to pay no work as mindless enemies up until 100 years old. We suddenly saw the light. It's ridiculous. To us, humans are the savages. You only knew the stories we have about the atrocities. Did elves and dwarves take place in these atrocities? Mostly. It's been passive support. You personally played more of an active part for sure. What atrocities are we talking about exactly? I want to know what war crimes I'm being accused of. Entire settlements razed to the ground, people killed by hundreds. Even stories of adventurers like yourself counting their kills and getting rewarded, they reach a certain number. Kill streaks! Remind me, what is the status of the other champions, the Fame Horse? I really should not be the one telling you this, but you are the one. But you have one left of your 3. Finian, I believe? No idea of the warehouse. How do you celebrate Nagorek? You have invited the whole clan over. Besides spectacular, actually. Start with a moment ceremony, and then quite simply your party. Lots of food and drink and fireworks. Even hired some illusionists to help entertain us. You have hired elven illusionists? I suppose they're actually real magic wielders. However, for them having much to do these days with mechanical inventions and science taking over, some of them do tricks at parties to feed themselves. And you're the one responsible for hosting the party? I am, just getting a breather right now before heading back into the fray again. Tell me about the owner of the speakeasy. His name is Wilbur P. Silvergate. Corruption! And they're all in on it! Ah! Duke borrow the door over there, prohibited to see. My family in other places too. Silvergate hosts great parties. What game is that you're playing? It's called Capitals. Good game to relax when you want to spend time with a friend. I should go. Until next time. Don't feel like talking to strangers, says the woman who looks like an art hoe. Hey, I tattled on the man who impregnated you. You gonna talk to me more? No? Okay, bye. Well, we hit 3 hours. So I guess that'll have to be it for tonight. Now we have less to do. We'll just have to let it be there. Looking for captain's hat. Lost somewhere in the harbor. I should save, right? Yes. Okay. Certainly, this one at least has some legs. I can tell you that much. But I'm getting kind of tired reading these goddamn dialogues. Oh, what can I do? There is likely not going to be content tomorrow, as I will be at a fair, ladies and gentlemen. And it is 2 hours going and 2 hours coming. So, you're just going to have to miss out and wait until Sunday. Alright? Alright. Glad to have been of service. We'll get into some of the other games that was requested by us, Crusher, at the top of next week. And I will be pushing out more of my content soon. Because I had to choose between sleep and recording. So I chose sleep. Because I'm tired. Goodbye, everybody. I'm reading you in the funny papers and I'm billing you all for my therapy. And yes, Foster is at least amusing to make fun of. But, you know, it's, I don't know. It's like one part in, one part not. It's kind of like Jaden and Jasmine. If Creature Kind has lots of dry interaction and is really hard to make fun of, but it, like, is a functional card game, if you just, you know, remove all of the parts that involve writing and just look at the game as a card game, it's okay, but it's very shittily made. But it was made inside of Unity, so whatever. Meanwhile, if you compare it against something like Merchants of Silvervale, that game is much more entertaining and has a lot more depth inside of it, like you'd expect. Like most games that would also be paired with hentai would be. But then when you look at Pendula Swing and you compare it against Creature Kind, one of them clearly has a narrative and clearly has energy that's being pushed behind it. And the other one feels like it is not as good and not as interesting as the other. So, it comes and goes in waves. However, it's not to say that there's nothing entertaining. It's just, when you look and you see a lot of people try to basically combine theater work and theater kids with drama, it tends to leave and rub you raw. At least this has enough of a personality and enough twists and turns and interesting shit that I can find that it's okay. And then your brain gets engaged by the puzzle solving, and then it becomes like any other point and click you could play. The equivalent of Monkey Island, basically. The older ones, not the newer one. Regardless, I'm going to sleep now. Goodbye, chat.